so good morning, one and all, and welcome to another edition of Off the Record. And of course, Stephan and Mr X in your company. And we're going to take you to 12 noon. We got to say good morning to the Ground Report team, the whole posse there. Lennox Smith, of course, Nigel Snipes, and big up the man Andy Williams, who is recovering. X, what going on, man? How your last 24 hours was? I see you coming in a T&Tech polo jersey, man. You're wearing black today. Oh, God, you're bad.
I inside like a liver.
You're inside? Nice.
Yeah, inside like a liver. Good morning to all the people on the maxis and taxis going about the place. Say yeah. Yeah, today
Andy
is
was on
another
this
day.
morning?
Who?
Andy was on this morning?
No, I didn't listen. I didn't get a chance to listen.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to hear them, no, but I seen Andy Williams here.
Because we now start school.
What are you doing in schools? What are you doing in schools?
Well, we started to clean up the schools, we started to cut the grass and power wash and wherever. So we going on one by one.
What? And Pops popping?
Yeah, man.
Nice, man.
Things happening, outside
What are
there.
we talking about?
We're trying to do our best to make sure that everything is all right for when the schools open. You want a fresh environment when school open. You don't want the grass and the dirty wall and all them kind of thing. We don't want them kind of problems. So we're trying to sort that out. So,
Right.
So it's happening piece by piece. But today was a good morning mainly. I just see this jersey here, so I decided to put it on. I had this jersey a while now.
Yeah, man, only a good polo thing, man. Only a good thing, man. Only a good thing.
I have a white, I have a black, I have a yellow. Just go. Just fulfilling my duty until the time is up.
Nice,
Till
man.
I have nothing else to do kind of thing. So it is what it is.
Let me ask you something I was not going to ask you about it, but I think it's the schools, boy. You saw they was cleaning up the schools. Something I was to ask you about there, no? But it kind of slipped my mind. But did you get a chance to hear anything that came out of the opposition press conference yesterday?
No, I hear it was rubbish. That's what I hear.
Well, I have a clip.
This short something wrong with you in a way.
Listen. I have the perfect clip to show you just how rubbish it is.
All right.
Right? We go get to that.
Right.
But before we get to the actual business, after the break we go get to that, right? But we like to talk some little choppiness in between as well. Alright, so
Well, bring on the choppiness, man.
well yeah. No, well, I just hope everybody paid attention to everything that's going on in Trinidad and Tobago, right? I just hope all paying attention, This morning I had a good interview with a guy by the name of Ramkumar Narayan Singh.
Right.
He's on my program every Thursday on the morning.
Right.
He's dealing business development and industrial relations and that kind of thing. He's a union man. He come from the union.
Right.
And he's working in steel mill.
Okay.
She was explaining all of the benefits. So it's like how we broke it down
Right.
is like we haven't grasped exactly just how big of a deal this is.
Right.
Right? And an interesting point that he made was interestingly, the steel mill was a baby of Eric Williams.
Well, yeah, Scott.
Right, and he said it's kind of ironic that it closed down under the P&M, which is Eric Williams'
They
party.
just closed down everything, including Balize House.
And UNC is the one that come and revive it, right? And it opened back under UNC. So, but that is par for the course. You have to remember, Williams also banned Kwame Ture. And it was the UNC that left the ban. So, you understand what I'm saying? You have to look at it like, from all angles like that too. There's a lot of things that's happened. But I was waiting to hear what they were coming with, right? If they had anything solid of substance. Stuart Young seemed to be just fiddling with words and playing with words and just rambling. I don't know, like they call that press conference just a ramble because they wanted some attention. Kareem Marcel was at the press conference as well. He talked about he asking if the government going to shut down the East Port of Spain board, and they ain't have no board yet. How much board is in there right now? How much board is still to come?
About 10 more, somewhere around it.
So
about 10 more.
I don't understand.
But East Port of Spain is responsible for all the work that goes on. You remember the toilet thing we was talking about already?
Yes.
$50,000 a toilet? Yeah. That was
East Port of Spain?
That was one of the initiatives of East Port of Spain.
Okay,
They normally get $50 million every year, and they get a $50 million, so they coast in and they have no board, so they can't administrate nothing really. You can't administrate nothing. So they send on some workers from the board kind of thing because it's no board. I don't know what is Kamala's strategy where that is concerned, but we'll see where it goes, But I don't know what is her strategy because wrong by me. Well, I applied to be on that board at one time, because I went up for election in the area. I am known in the area. I am qualified. I'm competent and whatever. So I apply, but they ain't get no reply on that. So I leave that just so. So it you see, it could do so many things in the area, that we really need done, but I don't know what is the strategy, so I keep it out of that. I mind my business.
All right, but hold on, right? Let me just ask a few questions here because I'm very interested. But let me just give you a little piece of what Marcel had to say here. Laventille West MP Curry Marcel is calling on the government to immediately appoint a board of directors for the East Waterspoon Development Company, questioning whether the prolonged delay signals an intention to shut down the company. Right? Marcel said it has been almost a year and a half since the company has had a board. UNC not there a year and a half now?
Well, I guess
but
so.
Anyway.
Well, a year and 2 months and 3 weeks.
But whatever. You know what I mean? Almost a year and a half since the company has had a board. He also claimed 12 workers were sent home last week and several other contracts were not renewed this year. Marcel said the company is now operating with less than half of its regular workforce, and he claimed that workers told him management attributed the job cuts to a lack of government funding to continue normal operations. Okay? And at an Opposition People's National Movement media briefing yesterday, Marcel said the former administration allocated 15 million annually to the company, and he said that that allocation was cut in half under the current government, but no money has been released to date. Okay.
Well, it is what it is.
All right, but let me ask you something. When we say East Port of Spain, we talking from where? Where's it? Just give me the scope of East Port of Spain.
Right from by Mova Junction, come back.
From Mova Junction,
Come back
into Port of Spain. Okay, but what part of Port of Spain does East Port of Spain stop at? Where does the boundary run? Where does that?
The junction.
To the junction.
Mova Junction.
No,
Mova Junction.
Mova Junction.
To come back down. The whole East Port of Spain.
Right. You're coming back down into Port of Spain, right? From Mova Junction.
Yep.
Right. But where in Port of Spain does it stop?
Where in Port of Spain? It stops somewhere by Sauki, I think. No, Sauki, no.
The landmark, George Street, Charlotte Street, Henry Street.
By I'm not sure. So don't hold me to this, right?
Okay.
But by Femme du Chalet. By the cook place on the back road, on the main road, on the Rice Road. Oh God, Breakfast Shed.
That's where it stops?
Yeah, along that line there.
Along that line there by Breakfast Shed?
Yeah, East Port of Spain.
Okay. And this...
Don't hold me to it.
Okay, but this development, this East Port of Spain Development Company, what are they responsible for? What are their responsibilities?
Well, there's give out contracts in the areas for different things, like wall and them kind of things.
Right.
There's convert your latrine to toilet.
Right.
There's kind of administrate all the things that happen in the area kind of thing. So like for sports days and that kind of stuff, they donate stuff and whatever, and they get involved in the East Port of Spain development thing. 'Cause remember I told you I wrote the 4 pillars of development last budget in 2015, right?
Right.
Well, it was along those lines about developing Port of Spain and what the plans are in terms of which wall had to go up, which building had to go up, them kind of thing. They were responsible for things like that.
Okay. So okay. But they're not responsible for any major development of East Port of Spain.
Well, they would be consulted basically.
They'll be consulted.
And they would have small projects inside of there that we talking about all the contracts and them delayed kind of thing. So
okay, but
along those lines.
They at 15 million annually.
50 million.
15 he say?
It's 50 million he say 15.
Brother man is 15 I seen here, you know.
15 million?
15 million. He say under the former administration they allocated 15 million annually to the company.
Well, they pay salaries and most of them things and them are recurrent
That's
expenditure.
recurrent expenditure.
Most of them things.
Okay, now, 15 million in the context of Eastport of Spain and the wide scope of Eastport of Spain
Right.
is no money. Okay,
Well,
so I would have
there's no money for any major project, no.
right. So I would have to presume these are lightweight projects.
Well, yeah, well, small contract, cleaning school, wherever, doing
Okay.
them kind of thing.
So who handles the major projects?
You cut on them,
Right. So
you cut on others.
no. But I mean, who responsible for that? The MP, the corporation. Who?
Lavantil West has been and is central government and local government forever, right? So like the back road and that kind of stuff, those back roads and thing, the corporation would be responsible for that, right? Because like right in front by me where there's lime on the back road, they have about 6 feet of silt in that thing for decades and they wouldn't come and clean it for decades. And it just to lift up the thing on them and clean it out. So that is local government. That's Adana Griffith Gordon. Right? And then they have the administrative part, which is Kareem Marcel for the area. And he would more or less do his thing, basically, administratively.
Do whatever he does, right?
Yeah,
Whatever
that is.
Okay, you see, my point is this, Evoy. You see, I was trying to get it established as to what is the role and function of the East Port of Spain. Where does the East Port of Spain?
East Port of Spain board.
Yeah, right. That whole entity then. What is their role and function? What is their scope of work? And then, how does that role and function and scope of work connect with the bigger elements of the MP and the corporation and central government and that kind of thing?
That is kind of case, but them
But
tell them
because,
early up, you know.
because here what I'm trying to figure out, you tell me from Mova Junction, right? Where is the development on that part of the main road?
They have nothing coming inside.
Right,
They
and
have
that going on for years.
That one place are they on today right now. One. That
Right.
chicken place opposite the church.
Right. So we could both agree that from on the eastern main road from Mova Junction goes straight into Port of Spain. There is little to no development.
Well, yeah, little to no development. Most they had was the toilets was going on.
But you forget the toilet thing.
But that was going on. Watch
Alright,
it. That was big in
that's
in
a big thing.
Lavandil.
It's a big thing because there's still a latrine and thing up there.
$50,000 to put on a toilet.
But,
Oh, get down. $50,000 to put on a
right,
toilet.
but what I'm saying is I'm very very passionate about the development of East Port of Spain.
Like the road that fixed the road that falling up on Chumakak. It did fall in, the whole road did give away. And that road did block off wherever. Is them more or less give out contracts to go and clean, to go and prop it up and wherever and fix it properly and that kind of stuff.
Understood.
So
but,
things like that, they
all
will
right,
do that.
But my point is this, right? This is a part of Trinidad and Tobago that has been under the whole of the PNM
Yeah, from ever since.
for decades, right?
No, forever.
Well, forever. Okay.
Thus
forever,
far.
Forever.
There's no...
Forever and ever.
They have
Amen.
never changed local government and central
And
government.
central
Lavantil
government.
East
Okay.
and Lavantil West.
Right. So I am looking at the hypocrisy in terms of Kareem Marcel calling out this government about the East Port of Spain board or wherever and wherever. Now I understand where you're coming from, but here was my thing. In the bigger picture of things, we were talking about development yesterday. Development as it relates to the Queen's Park Savannah. You have spoken on several occasions about development in Chagaramas, but I'm saying East Port of Spain from Mova
They
Junction.
don't do nothing
That
really.
is right. That is the
It's not a
gateway into the capital city, right?
Right.
Good. And that gateway into the capital city has been in a deplorable, non-functional, little to no development state for the longest while. And I'm trying to figure out, while he coming and calling on East Port of Spain board to be formed and because work had gone and some 15 million and they cut it in half and whatever. In the grand scheme of development, that board and their role and function is minor in comparison to the magnitude of work that has to be done and the other organizations that are responsible for the bigger work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So their impact is minor. We could agree on that.
Well, yeah.
But if your budget is 15 million a year,
Mm-hmm.
and that way was getting on that PNM,
Right.
right? Then you ain't that important. Because 15 million a year ain't no money. You know that.
Well, yeah.
For a whole East Port of Spain development
Border.
project or border, right?
Right.
Because the amount of work that needs to be done in that area, 50 million can even cover that for a week. Right? Let me be real. Good?
Well, yeah. Well,
So my question is, what is the PNM? What has ever been the PNM's plan?
I don't know.
For that area then.
All I know is don't put no money there. I keep saying that.
What do you say?
Don't put no money
no,
there.
Man, we have to put money in there.
I said you have extras, you can fling it there.
No.
But other than
no,
that,
no,
don't.
But then we gotta rename the capital. We gotta move the capital.
Yeah, you gotta move the capital because trust me, Lavanti people don't want nothing, right? They just want to live comfortable and just be cool. You know what I mean? They don't care if Monday fall on a Wednesday. They're just doing what they want. So
Nah, man.
me
Come
fighting
on, man.
about
X.
that.
That's not all Lavanti people.
I do a study on this.
That is, yeah, but that's not all Lavanti people. That might be some of them. But the majority of them can't want that.
Explain the numbers then. Explain the numbers.
What do you mean? Which number?
The numbers in election. Explain the numbers. Every candidate that comes in Lavantil East and Lavantil West comes in at 14,000 votes. Every new candidate. Because Hines and all came in at 14,000. And we have been chipping away at those numbers till he reached down to 9,000 something just before he get boot out there. You was? The new candidate come in, he win at 7,000 votes, which is Kareem Marcel. Right? Which is not the norm. But the opposition numbers are nothing more than 3,000 votes.
Right.
Never had, never will be.
More than 3,000.
More than
So
3,000 votes.
you think that, okay, there is no possibility whatsoever.
No. Before you even finish,
Before
no.
you even finish, right?
No.
Why
There's
you wanna-
no way. I was the strategy manager and I was the campaign manager.
Let's throw a dark cloud over that
I
hoop
have
there,
been
boy.
the campaign manager and the strategy manager for 4 candidates over the period. Since I went up for election over there, I have been on the team. And I have been crunching the numbers all how. And you're not going to get more than 3,000 votes.
All right.
In Lavantil East and Lavantil West.
Okay, but in your mind, being a man from Lavanti and grow up there and wherever, right? You live in
Right,
Mova,
yeah.
right? Let me just deal with Mova from Mova Junction on the Eastern Main Road after Fernandez Compound. Right? What is the potential that real estate has there?
Well, let me put it this way. Back in the day, it used to have foundry, it used to have bakery, it used to have everything on that main road. Right?
Okay.
Every place was inhabited, right? It had Nars, well, it didn't have Nars back in the day. Nars or something so hardware. Right? But it had Najib Ilyas. It had Dose, what is called Dose down the road by Erica Street. It had KB's in the middle. It had, you just name it. It had everything on it. Had foundry, it had laundry, it had everything on the main road coming up from by Success School. It had all the businesses there, right? In the last 20, 25 years, but it could be more than that, there is businesses only leaving the properties and them, okay, like right next to Najib,
Right.
Fifi did own there.
Uh-huh.
Right, that expanse of land there that's open out there, Fifi did own there.
Right.
Right? Najib Ilyas had owned the hardware. Pigale now own it. Right? Well, climate control always there because they've been there for so how many years. Right? Other to that, there is one place coming onto the main road right now, which is a chicken place, and sorry to say, but I don't think it will last. Right? That is my estimation. I don't think it would last because of where it is. Because it have about 20 buildings coming up the main road that just defunct. It just there, it just barong, and it just not doing anything. Because the people that were there, some people from the BTM would would pest them in the back there, so they just close down the factory. They have 2 buildings. One owner have 2 buildings on the main road, 2 big warehouses, and they just there. Nobody not going there to buy nothing, not to sell nothing. Right? So it have just CJ, it have the hardware, it have it's climate control, it have Pig Hill, what else it have? It have the church, it have TSTT or TSCT move out of that building and all. TSCT move out of that building. It have what else? It have Fernandez. Well, Fernandez they is a fixture because they can't pick up and move, so they're there for however long. But that is it on the main road. You know what I mean? We have lost the entrepreneurial spirit.
Can it be revived? My thing is, if Kareem Marcel go and pick up a mic, go and stand up in front of a podium and talk in a opposition press conference and bring up thing about East Port of Spain,
right.
you had to have a vision for East Port of Spain first. You have to know how you want to shape.
Well, not on that UNC, on the PNM. We have a vision for PNM, but you are none for UNC. If UNC appoint a board day, what are appointing a board day for? That's the bigger question. To do what?
To develop East Port of Spain.
To develop what? They develop what? What are they developing?
Boy.
With that 7 million, Racket was running there right through. Quite $50,000 a proper toilet. And the gangsters used to control that. Right? So, what are they really developing? Be honest. Yeah, Dr. What's she name? Dr. Felix. Deborah Felix. She was not the Deborah Felix we know in the court.
Not the industrial.
The next doctor.
Yeah.
And we had this guy from the PNM who was running it the other day. He was the chairman. He was what they're really developing.
Well, they've not developed anything.
Which sports camp did us through? Which football did us through?
But I'm saying they're not doing anything.
What does really do?
So they have, according to Marcel, you have this $15 million budget annually.
And paying who? To do what?
But where does it go in terms of that money? That we could say, okay, we are spending good money and we're spending this money and we're getting some sort of results from this money spending. So we have activity going on for youths and all kind of thing. And you see, they're preaching this thing, but they have been there.
Well,
and they developed nothing.
Let me be fair to Kareem. Kareem has been doing things without any government help before, right? He was doing things in the area. He had book drive. He himself are talking about.
The same help, no help from government.
No help from, well, I can't say because he and Foster.
Same kind of help he didn't get when he became a lawyer.
He and,
go ahead.
he and Foster was good, so anything is possible, right?
Oh, okay, all right, but go ahead. Yeah.
But he used to do things in the area. Have a little round robin football, have a little book drive and thing going back to school.
Okay, things
whatever,
like that.
Things like that,
good,
right?
Good,
He's
good,
been doing those things, so
right.
I'll be fair to him there.
Good, right.
But in terms of general development of the area, I don't even know if they have money in that 15 million to develop anything in the area. Because it had several places that land slips and all kind of and that the corporation budget ready. That's supposed to be the corporation budget to come and fix landslide and wherever and wall fall down and wherever. Right? But the developmental aspect of East Port of Spain, I don't know. I can't remember nothing being done in any kind of serious kind of way.
We're going to take some calls. We'll open the phone line and take some calls to the top, right? At the top.
Don't put no money there. That's all you have to know.
X is still saying don't put no money there.
Don't put
can't abandon the people
like
that, man.
Don't put no money there.
I'm saying we're going to take some calls. We're opening the phone line when we come back. We're going to take the break. And at the top of the hour, right? I'm going to play a clip of Simon Inobrega yesterday in the press conference making some statements. Okay? I want others to get ready for that and listen, because I usually naughty corner.
But I wish I could just wave a one and carry it up here, yes?
I gonna that's in naughty corner.
Disgusting.
That's naughty corner time zone. And if you think that he deserved to get some blows for saying what he said yesterday in the press conference, I will beat him whole morning with that whip. Whole morning he go and get licks with that whip. If it is all your opinion that he deserved the licks for what he said. So we're going to take the break. We're coming back. We're going to open the phone line. We're going to take some calls. And then we will get into the second hour. All the old sunshine.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death before conducting repairs close to overhead lines.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the number one talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk.
All right, people, so we're back. We're going to the phone lines. Now, X is of the opinion that, there is no saving eSports Fame. Morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. X, and good morning to Mr. One.
Yeah, man, what going on?
Remember I had a wine factory and all in Laventil Main Road, Mr. X?
Yes.
Right, all them things closed down. All them things. When you pass in Laventil Main Road, by my friend, you will see how it looks. People that abandon the place. You understand? And I don't know what's going on in that area. So they give money to these for a Spain. I think they'll give them nothing. Don't waste the money on that. Give it to the school and do other things. You understand? But they give them nothing because corruption went right through there. You understand? But the same Marcel is talking about there, Karim Marcel. That the same fellow was building swimming pool and thing and collecting millions of dollars.
9 million. To be exact.
And so obviously, he was doing on his own because he gained free money and he ain't completing the same pool on them. You understand? Corruption was going through all them things. So they're missing all the corruption. That was going on. They're missing the corruption money. You understand? To full the pocket. Thank you, my brother.
All right, no problem. Yeah, let me get your thoughts on that. It's Thursday, so I cannot remember what used to be or how that part of the main road used to be from Mova Junction go down, or the area itself back in the day. I do not know how much economic activity. I can't tell you. I too young. X might know. X grew up in it. I mean, if you didn't grow up in that area, you probably wouldn't know it. But should shouldn't the government still try to improve the living or the standard of living for people in the area?
With that?
Shouldn't it still try to improve the standard of living? For
Boy,
the
they
people
don't want
in the area?
nothing. They don't want nothing. They just talk. They
no,
just
you
talk,
can't say
man.
they don't want nothing, man.
They
Morning.
don't want nothing. What they want? What they want?
Morning. Let me see if this caller.
Morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
You also forget Myson Company used to be there.
Myerson, yeah. Myerson.
Yeah.
It had
And then
several
you had
businesses on the
some
main road.
companies,
Several.
Brown and white.
It had several businesses on the main road. We know all of them that were going on. But there's nothing on the main road right now.
But caller,
nothing.
Caller, can it be revived? Can it be revived?
Can it be? Yeah, it could be, you know.
How?
One of them,
How? Yeah, let me hear.
It had to be secured first.
It had to be what?
Secured first.
Secured? I mean secured. We don't want.
From crime.
Crime.
That did the crime first.
Well,
Right.
yeah, well, that is part of it, yeah.
Investors will come back and rent the empty properties and revive businesses there because it is a very convenient location along that eastern road there.
Yeah, but
understand?
if you go and you set up business, the thief in business, the putting wood behind the wall and going
God,
up.
hey,
So
Lord, Father.
Well, right.
the thiefing out your hardware material from behind the wall and all kind of mad. We talking about
Right.
secure what? Secure what?
When we clean up the crime situation, they could come back nice.
Who is that?
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
well,
Thanks a lot. No, you
but
say
that-
when you
that is-
clean up, you say when you clean up, if you
Hey.
clean up the crime situation, it could come back.
They-
It could be
they-
revived.
they understand.
There will be confidence.
Yes,
of
it
going
will
back
be.
and moving
Yes,
back into
but
the
how you
area.
doing that? How you doing that? You,
Aight,
you
aight.
understand how
Hold
the
on,
ghettos
hold
work?
on. All right, hold on. Morning. I have a question
morning,
for you again.
gentlemen.
Morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to tell you a true story about what used to happen here. My sister used to supply the nuns in Church Street. And I used to drop off the stuff for them. Because she used to donate and everything else. And
But church,
one day, I think it's Church Street, yes. They were the nuns from India and all about Sri Lanka and all about Godia and things. I made the soup kitchen and whatever it is there. But one day I was dropping off stuff there. And this, if you hard, these nuns will be working that way and turning a big pot and thing and so polite and nice. While I was dropping off, there two fellas come inside, two young fellas. They must be about 16, 17 anymore. And the way them sort of carry on with these nuns and them. Or the food in ready yet and by the cost of the people. And so I was thinking twice to intervene or not. But them days I was good when I tried to do business, so I had no kind of fear with that. So
Yeah,
I
but-
said, fellas, what's wrong with all your man? These people trying to cook something for them to get to eat.
Man, don't want to hear that.
Christian, like,
Man, no, that's not the
it's
ghettos work,
cooking.
man. You just...
So boy, they started carry on and things. I said, listen, man. I said, look, I just drop off this here. This is free of charge. My sister has provided everything here. There's thousands of dollars I'm talking about. I say, all you got to push them thing. Well, you know about this and so that cost me and all kind of thing. But I say, I don't tell you. I say, all I advise other fellas, give people some time, let it finish cooking out, take all in after. Because if they stop, we're going to get a meal from.
All right. Yeah.
All right,
okay,
cool,
That's
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a
man.
little. I know that's a personal experience. But
Yeah, that's a
listen,
personal
we talking in general here. I want to personal experiences. Let me know. All I know the history of the area. Let me know. Can it be revived?
Malcolm
Is it
X trying
worth
to
the investment?
Malcolm
Morning.
X has some nice he has some nice
Hello, good
history.
morning.
Yes,
Yeah,
morning.
morning.
Hi, morning, Mr. X and Stephan.
Yeah.
I agree with Mr. X, you know. I think the change will only come when the people of these areas decide that they want change.
Well,
And
not so much.
and Mr. Pandey and Miss Pamela in the past have tried. And these people of these areas didn't give 5 years, you know, they gave 10 years of this PNM.
10
And they
years.
still come back and they vote the PNM.
They give 56
So
years of
unless these
PNM. We
people
talk
get
about-
up and say enough is enough,
That is
and they want change for their community and their children and the next generation,
No, I don't
The
necessarily.
UNC government to do what? It will make no sense. Thank you.
All right.
Well,
But then-
let's put it this way: it have enough.
So you
They,
telling
they
me?
have been the general and local government, central government and local government for the last all the years of voting. They have been even what 33-3.
Okay, but let me ask you something. Before 33-3,
Uh-huh.
this is an important question.
It had no 44-33. Didn't have that.
No. Before the 33-3, before they get licks in 86. Right. Hold on with here. I'm asking you. Before Narad come in, before. Right. I born in 77. So I would have been 9 years old in 86.
Right.
Nice. I little boy. So I young in the dance in comparison to other information and thing that people might have, right? How was that area before 1986?
Prosperous.
So then what changed?
I mean, what changed? Man to the thief out thing and rob people and do things. What's the problem? It is what it is. We expect it.
So okay, but how it come to be so?
I don't know, but Malcolm X trying to get in there. You see them calling it by chance?
Must see. No, but I can't see you.
Hello, good day.
Morning.
Morning, fellas.
Yeah, morning. Go ahead. Be okay.
Okay, you know what? I wouldn't take long, I promise you.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
You know why change can't come right now? Because the whole country has been indoctrinated into a lackadaisical, lazy, corrupt PNM mentality. And I'm not saying all of them are corrupted. There are good people all over Trinidad. But we've accepted corruption as the norm. And we accept the blame game. And we accept sitting back and just hanging out and drinking whole day, buying a $2 cigarette, a $5 drink, throwing garbage on the road, walking half naked, because this is Trinidad, you know. You could go in a shop naked, half naked, and nobody would care. We accept. Isn't that the truth? Laughing, Stephan. It's the truth. You know, I'm in a shop and people coming in with beers in their hand. I don't sell Carib. We have a bar next door. But you have the right to walk on the road with beers in your hand and drinking. That's the attitude we have here. It's a Mardi Gras kind of crazy thing. But I'll tell you when change will come. To force. Because you have to kind of have people indoctrinated. Not just when you grow up, but you have to start very young. And I'm not talking a regiment type training. I'm talking about an ideological training. And it starts from young. Look at the schools today, fellas. I never go down to the Mukarapo school. It's a mess.
All right.
So we have to force the change. And the police force is the beginning of that. All right.
All right, no problem. Yeah, so you're trying to tell me that the people in that area don't know what love is? That if you extend some love to them in the form of investment and development and you change the area and you uplift the area, you're telling me that they wouldn't respond in a positive way, X? You telling me they may want that? Morning.
I'll give me 1 minute. I remember I was working in Clare Street in Laventille. Right? When Eric Whelan come and he passed away. I was working already.
Right.
And right up in the back road, it had a Chinese place. I don't know if you remember it, Mr. X.
Right.
That Chinese place to sell bicycle parts and all that thing.
That was lump.
And the people in the I remember a friend of mine named Bagman. We used to call him Bagman. You understand?
Well, I grew up there, so.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. Laventille was a nice place, the main road. It was a nice place at that time. You understand? But what caused it? Because the neglect of the PNM or the and the people that caused them people to be how they is dependent on the government. You understand? And mash up a whole district and a whole area. So is there a possibility if they get the right thinking people and the people them come out and get rid of those people them and try and build back the community, my friend.
All right, no problem. If you're from the area, all you're calling, or don't afraid to call in, or wait, you know what could be done in the area, because you have a MP for Laventille West talking, coming out and talking about as if they have done so much for the development of the area that somehow, some way, this government is responsible for nothing happening in the area. But all they took it from a good community and turn it into a horrible community. Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, man.
Let's do a quick analysis.
of the east-west corridor and south of the bridge.
Okay.
What party has been in power for 50-something years?
Well, the
PLM party.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Right? The concentration of PLM seats are in the east-west corridor.
Yes.
Right? I want to look at it now. It is the most dense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it has Port of Spain North, South, St. Anne's East, because it has plenty people there.
Right.
They have had a representation from day one with their party. So much so that they create a special purpose company to help specifically with Port of Spain areas.
Okay.
They have no other special purpose company to help out a particular area in this country, like, other than Port of Spain South and
East
those
Port of
areas.
Spain, yeah.
Yeah, it's no central Trinidad development, nothing.
Right.
Okay,
Don't
all right.
have a Rima Development
Cool.
Corporation
Check
company.
that. Yeah, go
Right?
ahead.
We don't have that. How is it that I want to look how easy lines is, Lavantil and Beat Up are approximately 5 minutes away from the heart of Port of Spain.
From the capital city? Yes.
The capital city. And watch the level of
estate is supposed
affluence
to be
as you go further
right
west.
up.
And watch the level of affluence as they go further east.
Right.
How is that possible? Goods and services, my friend. Basic goods and services. And I spoke about it some years ago at VMTC. When you in Lavantil and a tote water from down the hill to up the hill to go to school, but the man in Diego Martin and West Shore, wherever it is, could turn on the tap any minute of the day,
Yeah.
you already have an advantage.
Advantage, yeah. It's an advantage, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
All right.
When you understand, but compare that to South.
Yeah, south
Where
is
they
a whole.
neglect.
Yeah, south is the.
South now get highway.
Yeah.
South now get highway. Stephan.
Yeah, no,
You remember?
that's true. But south
Years ago,
development.
what we had to do, we had to
everything.
come down a little road,
Yeah.
and it used to take 2 hours to reach the bay.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's only now you're
All
seeing
right.
what South could do.
All right, cool,
So
man.
let's compare it. Compare
All
it and all it was.
No problem.
All right.
And let me ask you something. I mean, south, as he mentioned, South Trinidad,
I'm
right?
trying to get in there. Yeah, go ahead.
South is where the energy sector belt is.
Call now.
Correct?
Call now, Winnie.
So South has always been the money, the banking of Trinidad and Tobago, but all that money always to come into Port of Spain to do what? Obviously not develop it. Morning.
Good morning, Stephan and X.
Yeah, what going
I
on?
want people to try to remember when Dr. Kiturauli, they talk about 2021, going into 2022 about developing East Port of Spain from Mango Road side to the plaza, the Riverside Plaza, and they're going to open that gap and to break down plenty of them buildings there. And they say the work would start the mid-2022. I listen to the radio, I'm a blind man. And up to now, I can't see that at all happen. And money was there, everything for that. Nothing ever happened. They just break down Workers' Bank, and they break down a few buildings or some old planning, and that is it. Nothing ever happened again.
Okay.
Everything remained the same way. Right.
All right, man, no problem. Yeah. Let's see if I can squeeze another one here. We have 1, 2, 3. I have about 3 minutes. Morning.
Yeah, fellas, morning.
Before we get to the 10 o'clock. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, fellas, the problem is the people suffering from the government fish syndrome. You see, the government then don't want to teach a man to fish, because if the people become self-sufficient, self-aware, they would realize that what the government doing to them is a disservice. But if they keep them in bondage, as they're doing after all these years, the people will be scraping, scrumping, and depending on them. And that is a reality. Yes, Karim, he came from my area, but he a smart fella. He make a way for himself, and he decided to go south of the Caroni River to live. he know if he has to bring up a family, he's not bringing up a family in an environment like that.
Right.
Sad, but true.
So how X end up how he is?
With what?
His ex mindset. He choose not to be like that.
Well, right. So if he had that mindset, why? And he's an unrepentant UNC, right? And he live in the area and grow in the area. How come the rest of them can't get it?
Because his ex not lazy.
Well,
and ex open his eyes to see what is right and what is wrong. Some people don't want to open their eyes, and some people are afraid of change.
All right.
That's the problem.
Well, let me be honest, right? There are people in Lavantil East and Lavantil West that want change.
Of course, that's what I'm telling you.
But they are not in enough numbers to get around the PNM.
So you have a majority of non-progressive.
How are you getting around 10,000 votes? Explain that to me. I'll wait, right? I'll eat my popcorn and wait.
How what? Repeat that question.
How are you getting around 10,000?
We have to show them love, man.
You show them what?
We have to show them love.
By
You gotta make the investment. You gotta put the in a man's pocket.
Hello.
You gotta develop the area. We gotta get them nice, infrastructure and development and everything. Upgrade the schools and the grounds.
It's the same way. Okay, they get them a center in Mova, right? It stayed down for almost 10 years. They now moved the galvanized 2 months before the election. Now move the galvanized, right? For 10 years it stayed there. You know what thing? It just like down in Rowley constituency. We Kamala gain them thing. Kamala putting things in place for them to enjoy the standard of living. And they still went and vote back PNM. So it is what it is. I do expect them to all vote UNC, but at the same time, the woman doing and funny enough, the Prime Minister has said, when we get money, everybody will eat out of that money because she is the Prime Minister for all. She said that, but when you're prioritizing money, do you expect to get the money for no board that ain't doing nothing? to expect no money for no board that gain you salt? That can make sense. You don't want no money. If you had to prioritize, Lavantin could be on the list.
Well,
Lavantin could be on the list.
It could be.
Lavantin could be last.
It would be low down.
It would be last.
But here's the problem.
It wouldn't be low down. It would be last. Say it. It could be last.
It could be last. Alright, it could be last. But
if you have limited amount of money,
okay, but
let me hear you.
Like I said, like one of the callers alluded to, this is like you could walk into Port of Spain, into the capital city from there. That real estate is supposed to be prime real estate.
Look the promenade.
All them hills and all them property, all that land up on the hill and thing. That's prime real estate.
Look them in tongue by George Street Corner. No, not George Street Corner, the promenade. Them breathing here no cannot take the promenade. Them breathing car and knocking car and playing domino no cannot take the promenade. No money.
I'm going to the break.
No money.
We're going to the break straight to the 10 o'clock news. And when we come back, Simon Inoberger, he's up next. All I wouldn't believe what come out his mouth. All I will some shrine. We come back after this.
But
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk.
Do so. I want to remind you about a couple things. Digicel in nature. All right, so we're introducing Digicel's newest offer, the In-Ting. That's right, the In-Ting, man. Get in on the ting to ting ting. Get 7 days of data for $35. What? Get 7 days of data for $35? When you top up $20 or more, the plan renews for free once a month for 3 months. Join the bigger, better network today. Get In-Ting. Or get In-Ting with the In-Ting SIM. Alright, so they have the In-Ting SIM, where you could get 7 days of data for $35 when you top up for $20 or more. Wow, Digicel doing it nice, man. And of course, in keeping with things Digicel as well, dive into Java with a Samsung handset for just $129 on a Digicel My Choice plan. Get 40 gigabytes. A Samsung A06 or A07 for just $149 plus weekly chances to win. Only with Digicel postpaid. More data, more Java, more wins. Visit your nearest Digicel store and sign up today. Alright? Nice, man. So Digicel doing it nice. Okay. So as we enter the second hour, usually this would be very naughty corner is, but
I just love living in Lavantil. You see the freedom that you have in Lavantil? You can't go on the block and sit down and drink or something, or have a little small business going wherever the case will be, and you meet by the parlor and you play little dominoes, and I love Lavantil for that. You know what I mean? But in terms of the people mindset and where they want to go, nothing for them. Nothing.
Well, I'll show you why. I'll show you what the problem is. I am going to run a clip here from yesterday's press conference. Mr. Dinobrika, who seems to have found a voice and is very vocal these days. All on social media, he had things to say, right?
Yeah.
And he spoke at the press conference yesterday. And boy, I still try. Remember I tell you, I think it was either yesterday or earlier this week or sometime I said, I am convinced that it really have a juice in the grocery that they're selling called Balize juice. And these fellas These fellas had to be drinking that in a big way, and apparently that's messed with their head now, boy. So I want you to listen carefully to what he had to say yesterday.
All right.
Now, the first part of what he has to say has to do with the police post. Now, remember yesterday was the 13th, right? All right. Yesterday was the 12th. Yesterday was the 12th, sorry. Today is the 13th. And yesterday would have been the 12th of August, and the opposition held his press conference. But I wanted to listen to his concerns about the police post, and then I want you to listen right down to the last thing that he says, as it relates to this government and its tackling or its management of crime. Okay? Yes, he went there. So we're gonna run that for you now. All you take a listen to this, and then we go decide if he's a madman or not. Here we go. X, you ready?
Run thing, man.
All right, I have your attention. You didn't hear what he said, right?
No, I didn't hear what he said.
All right, I want you to listen.
Public to understand. CNG, we have a former Minister of Energy here. CNG is a highly combustible fuel. That police post, and I refuse to call it a temporary post, because that is a prefab building that is placed on a cement foundation that has been cast. That is not what a temporary post is. That police post has been cast over an NGC line. A line that either has carried, is carrying, or will carry a highly combustible gas. And on top of that, because of the lack of consultation, the police post has been placed basically on top of a children's play park. At some point, the Minister of Homeland Security needs to answer questions. You, the COT, as a project manager, needs to stop refusing to meet with the Tunapuna-Piako Regional Corporation. And NGC has to answer questions, not only to the Tunapuna-Piako Regional Corporation, but to the population of that community and to the national population as to what measures have been taken, are being taken, or will be taken to ensure that what we do not have here is a disaster waiting to happen at a police post that has been built on top of a children's play park. We await those answers. And lastly, on that issue, this is again another example of the UNC's approach to dealing with crime. Everything that they have done for the last year, and I think we are now into the 4th month, to address crime is punitive and at the end of the process. And they continue to remove all of the measures, initiatives, programs, and plans that impacted the inputs to crime and criminality. This is the same UNC government that stopped the work that had been, as a project, tendered and awarded at that very Eddie Hart Savannah. That would have included an upgraded pavilion, cricket nets, a grass track for running, improved washroom facilities. They have done away with all of that. And the answer is to simply implement measures that are designed to move people at the end of that process between the police station, the jailhouse, the courts, and the morgue, instead of addressing the root cause of crime and criminality, as was being done on the PNM administration.
What utter rubbish.
Hey, you can't make this up.
What utter rubbish.
You cannot make this up.
You forgetting they have 2 blue ribbon and 1 red ribbon on.
But this man stand up and say that, in the press conference
The
yesterday,
root cause of crime,
as was being addressed by a PNM administration. That is what this man say,
he drinking the juice.
Now let me break this down real quick here. Because I'll get back to the phone lines, right? Let me just break this down quick. His concern is a police post that he is saying they put over
a NGC line.
A NGC line, right? And he is calling for NGC to answer. So there, yesterday was the 12th. On the 9th of August, 3 days before this press conference, Gerald Ramdeen came out and said
the pipe is defunct.
It is an inactive gas line and there is nothing to worry about, basically.
Yeah.
But hold on. He said that they put the police post basically on top of a children's play park. So here I want to ask Simon Ninobrega. Which came first? The pipeline, the gas line, or the play park? Because if the gas line was there first, who put the children's play park on top of the gas line? And if the gas line came after and the play park came first, who gave permission for NGC to put a gas line on the play park? But you see,
what's a real clown in the way?
No, serious. We gotta get some kicks on this. I ain't even gonna share no licks. It's then he comes.
Tons.
Then he comes and he says that this UNC government is only dismantling everything that the PNM had in place that was dealing with the root cause of crime.
He was wide awake in that dream.
The PNM administration that in the last 3 years saw 599, 577 and 625.
2 blue ribbon and 1 red ribbon.
Escalating murder rate. From if you go and you check the statistics and the information from 2014 and you will see a crime rate, the graph going up.
Yep.
Except for the 2 years of the pandemic, 2020 and 2021. Yep. Right? But don't tell Guy Griffith that because you say it was his brilliant commissioner of policing and not the pandemic. It have nothing to do with the pandemic. But it had a dip there. And then for the next 3 years,
a real comedian in this business.
It escalated. And he is saying that escalation, that exponential increase in murders, was as a result of the PNM tackling the root cause of crime. Look, let me go to the phone line, please. Morning.
Morning.
Hello?
Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
Yeah,
make it make sense.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, that's not this country nice, and you see how nice thing is? They put diesel in the small maxi and penny lays. A couple of them drop out to make a dolly cook yesterday. Yeah, that's conference. I dolly cooking. They drop out the small maxi to make a dolly cook, and I hear the shipping is talking after the dolly cook.
Oh,
These fellas are not right in the head. The population want to know what about Balize House we see. That is where he's supposed to come out and say.
Well, Anil Roberts will be on this program tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
All right.
So you will give
them to keep themselves by them.
So you get live from your horse's mouth tomorrow.
All right, my brother.
We can deal with them, but at the end of the day, they just want to distract the progress.
All right, no
cool.
problem.
Yeah, man.
No, I just.
Right, brother, so let's stay strong.
Yeah, man.
Don't join the dolly cook, you want to keep away from that dolly cook. Yeah.
No, well, I wanted all to hear it because while we were talking about East Port of Spain and how long they've been under the PNM, these are the people that just talk to these people, you know, and just get them to buy that, you know. Morning.
Good day.
Yeah.
This man, this spewed verbal diarrhea. and you know what getting me? The media
Lapping up that.
covering that and lapping it up.
Lapping up that.
You hear the garbage this man does. The man to the PNM was tackling the root causes of crime. But you tackling the root causes, but the crime rate going up.
For 3 years straight, eh? For 3 years straight.
How do you stand up there and justify that?
We kill a town.
level of conviction.
We kill 1,005 people. 1,500 people in 3 years. But he's tackling the root cause of crime.
And you talking about what was UNC removal was working. Well, if that was working, I want to see what not working was looking like.
Yeah.
Hey.
Stephan, this man on a podium, and the level of conviction. If you don't know, you won't believe him.
Watch it. Is the play park and the NGC line? Is who give permission first? Who ever give permission first?
Yeah, man.
You see when men don't know nothing. So when the TPRC get permission for a man to put on a container to sell food, and he can't sell it for, he slapped the rest of the container on. It's about a gas line on, you know, when they're
all of that too. They put food court there with open flame.
and the man talking about a concrete foundation. Did they dig? Hey, watch me. Oh gosh, boy. They disgusted.
Aye, cool.
They disgusted.
Cool, that's it.
You wanna know when they put on the play park and when they put on the NGC line? Which one went down first? Which one went down first?
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Mr. X,
Yeah.
Stephan, I feel no regard like you eat some kind of weed from me or take some kind of thing before you jump out. Yeah. These are always saying fire on the PNM boys. Came to the PNM to take a sabbatical from electoral politics.
They didn't take a rest.
They need to take a rest. You know, he come across like yesterday, like this Adonai asking questions to some of the people in this country who doesn't know the hand from the foot. And then they want to post things or you want to sue Adonai after.
But, man, I hear that and I fall off a chair last night.
Them PNM people sick, fire on them. Thank you, gentlemen.
Alright, cool. But I am trying to understand, right, X? For you to stand up, being a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, right? For you to stand up, sit down, or wherever, and listen to that, and buy it, hook, line, and sinker.
Right.
Something ain't to be wrong with you, boy. Morning.
Yeah, you know what I can say about that? Every one of them drinking first back punching and they're smoking old kush. I'm done.
No, but something to be wrong with you. It must reach a point where...
Hello, good morning.
All right, morning.
Morning, Steph. Morning, Mr. X.
Morning.
Yes, dear.
I think you all understood what the Dorogo was saying. No? He wasn't talking about root of the crime, no. He talking about a root canal he had. He wasn't talking about root of the cause of the crime. He talking about a root canal.
I am really amazed, you know. I am amazed that after 10 years, Breds, that a man could stand up and say something like that, boy. It's like if, what do you think? Nobody can keep checking these statistics? X?
No.
You know what I mean? Morning. And I will tell you what it shows you.
Morning. You see that chairman of that Tenapuna? He should be in a circus. I think the SOAS one of them supposed to come down here. He sounds so foolish, eh? Because I never credit United go to right opposite there. Right? I think yeah. I know what to call the name, right? I didn't do no advertisement. But right, and I went to look at it because I was there yesterday, and that is such a brilliant idea. And I am saying, You are saying crime and PNM is crime. He's ashamed to touch that topic. PNM was abject failure with this specific crime. They put about 6 or 7 ministers of national security. Scotland and all of the minister in the ministry too.
Yeah.
All of them and all of them ministers said a waste of time.
Waste of time.
And he's coming to say this morning and telling that to his supporters.
Yeah,
all he see himself, he want to be local government minister. So anybody tell him, you go be the man, when we bring back CPEP and all them things. They want to tell it to black people. Only keeping black people in the scrums alone. And they feeling of the fat car of the cap. The wicked, the evil. PNM and tell always a cult and say yesterday. That's what it is.
Right. Oh, God. No, boy, X. Just think about that. Think about you as a right-thinking person. Morning. And you hearing that, right? You're supporting your party.
Yeah.
And you hear that. How you could support that? Morning.
They love that. They love it.
Good morning to Mr. S. Good morning to Stephan.
Yeah,
and
man.
Stephan, I just want to ask you something before I go to anything. I want to send about the greetings to my wife. She birthday is Sunday. All right. I just send on the WhatsApp this evening. I can send to you.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Sending.
Right. Just like the picture I will send to. Yeah, but I just want to know, are we going mad in Trinidad or we still have a good level of thinking?
I want to believe most of the population has a level of has common sense and apply logic to situations. I want to believe we are thinkers. I don't want to believe we're going mad.
Or you believe that the news people going mad, Stephan?
Well, somebody going mad, but it ain't me and X. I could tell you that, and it definitely ain't you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because I listened what you know put out there this morning about Noriega, and I am amazed because I and my niece sit down talking about it before you say anything. And I was telling she, listen what this man's saying. This man can't be talking to nobody with sense. Because you cannot be saying about a children paper and then you say a disaster waiting to take place. So this disaster is man-organized disaster then. Yeah, because it will happen with the police post and not with the terrain. Is that what I hear?
Apparently, yes.
When they put the pack, maybe for the terrain pack,
it wasn't a problem. But
maybe for the terrain pack, they axe.
Yeah.
So nothing will happen. And if you're axe and you build something, then something will happen. I don't understand, you know. I gone proper.
Yeah, man, don't see. No, but X, no, seriously. You think he understand what he saying? You think when he said, we have to look at this is a disaster waiting to happen. We are talking about a police post that they basically built on top of our children's play park. Right?
Yeah. Which one went down first?
Which one was there first? So I tried.
So you gave permission to put an NGC line below the play park? Or the play park come first? NGC line.
Which one will I get permission for? And now, all of a sudden, a police post is a problem. And this is the only police post that you're getting so many problems with. You realize that? Nobody else can complain about the police post, you know. Only the Tunapuna Regional, Piaco Regional Corporation. Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Stephan, Mr. X, and Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah,
this is 2 minutes left again. Yeah. So here we're going to dazzle me with you and baffle me with your B, right? That's for radio and such. But here we're going to Noriega. They tell all the people who are CNG in the car and the vehicle, run quick and take it out and throw it by the Balize house. Because here we're going on, that is a flammable substance waiting to have a disaster. Noriega, when all you have nothing to say.
The Noriega. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. You and the other just ask, why does the people alive until can uplift themselves? It's because of dotishness and talk like that. They twist their head with obia, witchcraft, and anytime they say Eric William, then people just get those and run quick to the TNM. But the nice thing about it, nose breaker. Here what's going on.
Yes, the UNC removed the criminal elements, and fighting it. That's why we vote on the PNM. No breaker. Here what's going on. You see, the gas line, it just happened to run underneath. And you know it has gas in it. And you test it, just like how all the fellas had the answer. Why all of us put a smelter plant in Labre, in moving ground. And all the fellas know too much now. That is why all the only corporation in Trinidad don't give thing. But the nice thing about it, the Prime Minister and the police force of them will go up because the citizens see all the stupid talk. And here what they do, go down on the beacon and talk that talk. Because all of the pothole from Diego Martin to Ikakas and all they can't even fix it yet. Until we abolish the house and this next one.
All right.
Ask Rowley where the $20 billion gone. That is it.
All right, no problem. Lord have mercy. I telling you, pressure, you know. Morning. I tell you, I just be amazed, you know.
Yeah. Right, so I guess something hot off the press here, boy. So I'm saying it with all here. All you can't tell nobody else, man.
All right.
So after the press conference yesterday, they said, Simon, you did a real good job, boy. So they say, all right, next week here, we are attacking Ibis, the steel plant one now going to open there. We're going to attack that next week. So we need you to say that how the plant have a gas line buried below it. Right? So Simon, you have to say that next week. And I said they will making sure that steel plant can open.
Oh, God. Hey, all right, man. Don't see. Oh, Jesus. Take one more before we get to the play. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah,
man. I must remember on the PNM when Pamela did build the Beach High School, they said there was a gas line. The school did not open for 10 years. They deprived the children of the high school. When Pamela come back, there was no gas line, and after now the Beach High School open.
Wow. Yeah, that's sure, you know, the Beach. I remember that school. Yeah, that was one of the schools. I had it on my list when I was doing the school tour, but I never got to Beach. I've never been to Beach, you know. You ever been to Beach?
Yeah, I used to pass you regular.
I've never been to Beach, boy. I never been to Beach, you know. Now, let me see how quick I can take this one. We take the final call here because we not 2 minutes to the play. Morning.
Morning, Stephan, all the listeners, directors.
Yeah, man.
No, the police has been telling us this is a SOE. And we have to be very careful what comes out of our mouth.
Yes.
Now, was that a dog listener? Was he targeting the police? A PDO for him. I go and have a nice one.
No problem. All right. All the whole some shit there. No, but listen. I listened to that yesterday, X, and I was like, people can't be so stupid.
I mean, they can't be so stupid.
No, you can't be so stupid.
This is what they're selling. I never see more.
That last part that he said there,
that's an agreement.
That the PNM was dealing with the root cause of crime.
Mm-hmm.
It have people who believe that?
I mean, it have people get soul, the soul and that. You get into up.
Nah, man. But they wake up, when they woke up on April 20th, 2025, they was sleeping.
They woke up at all?
No,
they woke up at all?
So you see why that East Port of Spain area is in the state it is in, and that why we had to ask the questions and have the conversation before we even run that clip. That is the people that talking to them. That is the people they listening to. Mad people.
And taking their advice from.
So how you could progress when you listen to that level of twatwa, boy? That is a serious. Listen, that should be in a latrine. I find a latrine to put that in. They should take it and throw in a latrine. He is the MP for Diego Martin Central, you know.
Who that?
You know, Breaker?
Well, he that clown boy. And you know, funny enough, he right by my DMU office. His office right next door my DMU office.
Yeah, but these fellas and them. And who held this press conference yesterday? Was that the Stuart Young faction?
Yeah.
Of the PNM? Because it was Stuart Young, Simon Inobrega, and Kareem Marcel. Right? So, it have any hope there for anybody? Is that is the faction? The anti-Penny faction or the next faction outside of Penny? And who's Penny crew?
I tell you about a three-way split in the party.
Right, but who's Penny crew? Penny crew is who?
Penny have a crew?
Penny alone?
She have a crew? Who is she crew?
Penny stands alone?
Yeah, well, who is she crew?
Gatsby Dolly.
No,
Gatsby Dolly with Foster.
With
Foster.
I hope you know. I hope you know that.
I don't know what I mean. Hey, let me get ready for the tentative play. We'll try and hope Paulo wins somebody. When we come back, we'll go back to the phone lines and we'll continue the discussion. But no, how much? It's 3 factions that have you say?
Yeah.
You'll get to those 3 when we come back. Oh, don't go anywhere. Here comes your playway.
By independent auditors KPMG and presided over by the National Lotteries Control Board. Good luck, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to the NLCB's 10:30 a.m. draw for Thursday, 13th August 2026. First we draw this morning's winning playway number.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TNT.
Some panties on the line. They tell people I don't watch them all the time. So if I hook, say what? Either move, say what? If I hook, that is not their business. I get put, say what? They tie me foot, say what? If I hook, that is not their business.
Don't take them on a darling. And you know I love you.
She go in theater the other day. I give she 10,000 just for she to pay. When I remember she have to buy nuts, I shove her extra 6,000 in she pots. So if I hook, say what? Either move, say what? If I hook, that is not their business. I get put, say what? They tie me foot, say what? If I hook, that is not their business. She cooking some food the other day. I catch she hiding the seasoning away. Before I eat, I investigate. The menu was fried bloomers in my plate. So if I hook, say what? Either move, say what? If I hook, that is not their business. I get put, say what? They tie me foot, say what? If I hook, that is not their business. So if I hook, say what? Either move, say what? If I hook, that is not their business. I get put, say what? They tie me foot, say what? If I hook, that is not their business. So if I hook, say what? Either move, say what? If I hook, that is not their business. I get put, say what? They tie me foot, say what? Yes! This is a fun song. Ladies, see if you can remember this. I sure this happened to you already. We man, we not easy. Monday morning, you come out on the main road. You stand up waiting on a taxi. You late for work. You realize you ain't getting none. A peaker stop. So you jump in. All you going up the road. You ain't saying nothing, the driver ain't saying nothing. All of a sudden he look over to the left. Hear him. Family, I know your face from somewhere, you know. He lie. He damn lie. He's a fibber. He lie. You see no man does tell lies. It's only lies and more than lies. You see no man does tell lies. Just to get a piece of your pie. He lie. He damn lie. He lie. He damn lie. If you want to call it that, you could call it if you want. But we have to try something to get a little pie. Anytime you talking the truth, you don't get no pie. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Could you remember this? You in a party with your friends liming. The party swinging and going nice. You look across to the right and you see a man here. You go, God, that man nice. To all the I make for. So he come across. He buy you a beer. All you start to groove. Hear you. You married? Here now. What that good for? Be ready for that. He lie. He damn lie. He's a fibber. He lie. You see no man does tell lies. It's only lies and more than lies. You see no want pie, if I want pie, what you want me to do? When I talk the truth, I can't get no pie. Some of them just give real trouble.
Oh gosh, boy. A little Blackie for you, a little back-to-back Blackie. If I hook.
If a hook.
Chupini.
Not a hook, a hook.
A hook.
Yeah.
Chupini.
Yeah.
And of course, this one here, boy, he lie. You know, you on the phone? Mm-hmm. I like Blackie. He had some good ones, you know, boy. He had some good ones. So, you know, just to end the discussion here now, in terms of what is going on at Eddie Hardground, right?
Right.
A lot of the conversation and all this tralala revolves around whether the units are mobile units or structures, permanent structures, right?
Right.
So, Dum Dum the Nobberger,
Right.
as you heard just now, said he wouldn't call it a temporary unit because they put it on a foundation, on a piece of concrete, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, it's interesting that all you have to do is just do a little research, and in a few seconds, the whole drama could end, right?
Right.
Because we had the obscurantists and them talking about us, and then it's just now I saw that local government minister Khadija Amin put out a post stating that, for your information, this is a mobile unit. It is not a building or permanent structure. It is a mobile unit. But in typical Banana Republic style, like the Marshall Walkers of the world,
Masha, I'm talking a setup, but
they want to challenge that now.
She don't teach you in the homeschool that out.
I'm telling you, and this is why we ask for qualifications and this, that, and the other. When you, okay, all right, no problem. And this for the chairman of the Tunapuna Regional, Piaco Regional Corporation, right? It's very simple. All you have to do is a little research, right?
Right.
So what they seem to understand a mobile unit is like a trailer with wheels.
Right.
Right? Good. And yes, that is a mobile unit. However, these are collapsible containers, right? That have been outfitted, right?
Right.
With they have been outfitted in a particular way. So, a collapsible unit, if you research it.
Yes, but I must research. She homeschooling, she trained, so she can research that.
Because
Googling working out.
Homeschooling not Google.
Oh, you don't have Google?
Right?
I'm sorry.
So a collapsible unit is often considered a type of portable or mobile unit because it is built to be folded down, moved easily on a truck or trailer, and set up in a new place. However, it is not permanently mobile on its own like a car or a driveway RV. So it is not a permanent, it can be considered a permanently mobile because it's not on wheels then. For you to come and attach a truck or a trailer and just pull off with it.
Right.
But it is considered a mobile unit.
Collapse down and go on the back of a 3-ton.
You could break it down, put it on the back of a 3-ton or a truck, and drive off with it, and then use it and carry it.
Yeah.
That is why it's considered a mobile unit. You're dunce. I fed up of them, you know.
Boy, that's out of time, and I tell you, boy. That's out of time, and of course.
I'm real fed up of them, you know. So, the chairman in the Tunapuna Piaco Regional Corporation are making all kind of noise. We making noise, sir. A mobile unit? Is a mobile unit you're making noise for?
Yeah. Why they wouldn't make noise for? But I tell you, they're miserable.
It is not a permanent structure.
They're miserable.
Dum the Noverga. It is a mobile unit. All you had to do was just ask if a collapsible container or collapsible unit is considered mobile.
Yeah.
And you would get an answer for it right there. But instead of doing that, you want to create a set of drama
Bacchanal.
and old talk and bacchanal in order to try and rile up something when you're just looking dumber every day.
With your miserable self.
And to the homeschool.
Morning.
To the homeschoolers.
Stefan, you remind me of something, you know.
Yes, dear.
You know, it's so insulting to the Noriega history name, eh? That family name. To have to listen to somebody so stupid. He insults the intelligence of the history of that name, the heredity. Anyway, you know, people believe what he said, you know. People will listen and they will believe every word he says. Same thing with Stewart, same thing with Alwari, and especially Amory Brown, Dr. Brown. You see, these politicians, they have a way of using psychology. If you listen to Noriega when he was talking, he was very calm and soothing. This man made money. He doesn't have to worry about anybody. So what he's going to do is still hate and misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all talked about, well, you guys brought it too, about the playground. You know, you have done this selling on a pipeline. I mean, come on. You know, we never knew about that pipeline until a few days ago. The PF never disclosed that to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when Heritage had all those pipe leaks, when Paria had those fellas die in that pipeline, where were Noriega and all these guys? Where was Alwari? You know, this is how brutal and cruel they could be. When the Prime Minister say, when Prime Minister Kamala said, they're evil and nasty. Well, she talking in local parlance, but I'll tell you something. They are frighteningly scary. And not scary like that guy who told us to go back to the coal pot, right? You said he's scary.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool, yeah.
But we have to listen to that propaganda. Listen, guys, you're doing a great job.
All right.
Keep the calls coming in. All right, take care.
Yeah, thanks a lot. No, I now post that. I post the screenshot of what a mobile unit is. That a collapsible unit is considered a mobile unit.
Right.
Right? So I put so much wasted time discussion about whether or not the units are mobile units. It's a collapsible container unit and therefore considered a mobile unit. Please share this with the homeschoolers.
yeah.
You think other homeschoolers might feel offended?
No.
Oh, God.
The Google had working, the Google break.
Yeah, Google had working, yeah.
Morning.
The chairman of the Tunapuna Regional Corporation at King Samson, what a play park doing on top of gas line then? He come to after our police force. Let me answer now. That is the man we had a call. Let me call you out this morning.
Yep.
So they're throwing one another in hole now. The PNM throwing everybody in their own hole.
But yeah, I telling you.
Look now, that put you out chairman in a hole now.
The Nobrega.
Nobrega,
Yeah.
what the hell his name is?
Alright, cool. Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Man didn't care about the man didn't care. The man didn't care.
He don't care about the man name.
The man don't care. He said whatever the hell his name is. He damn right. I telling you, boy, something wrong with I telling you, know, all of this drama, and all you had to do was just just Google the damn thing. I mean, I don't go to Google for everything, but there are simple things that could be explained when you Google.
By shipping is
Morning.
Yeah, morning, man. Go
Good day,
ahead.
morning.
Facts over feelings, brothers. Well, I convinced they know that this Dino Biega man is not a Chinbegonian. He had to be living somewhere around Suarez Canal somewhere there. He had to be Egyptian living in denial. That kind of gobbery talk there. What does man say about measures and what he say?
Well, crime.
But he mad, boy. He had to be in denial or mad or he had to be an Egyptian. He can't be no Chinbegonian. Love and respect.
Yeah, man. Easy. Boy, I tell you, something wrong with these people, you know. Hello, good morning.
The sad,
Good morning.
Yeah, morning, man. Go ahead.
The man didn't call the man the nose breaker, eh?
Who that?
The man said the man name is nose breaker.
Nose breaker. That's what you're saying.
All right, cool, man.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So, what, gentlemen? Here what we trying to discuss. What constitutes a mobile unit? But what kind of sick political party would try to deny a police force?
Boy, I don't know, boy. I really don't know, boy. I really don't know, boy.
Understand what I said?
The man train up his skill right through.
Why are you trying to fight? And only trying to fight on one, eh?
Yeah. All the other 5 going up, you know.
All the others are going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but this one, because it has some pipeline you're thinking about.
A gas line.
Oh gosh. Potato.
Yeah.
Oh God, that is the level of argument that they could put forward to the nation.
Yeah.
Look at, we trying to put a police force to help reduce crime. And they didn't just wake up in the morning and decide they're going to put it to Napuna. Our commissioner of police said, our statistics suggest that this is one of the locations we need to have a post in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that they get up in the morning and decide they're going to put a post there. But you know what? The PNM so accustomed to putting up post is actually putting up a police post. They didn't understand the difference now, boy. Remember their crime fighting? Their crime fighting tactic is a peace post. A police post.
A peace post. Yeah.
You understand? So their idea was to put up 25
Yes, I tell you. They did that. I tell you. The different. I tell you.
That is what their crime fighting initiative. This is Gerald Hines.
Said not to bring
his
this.
agenda was to buy 50 pieces of steel,
said not to bring
paint
this.
it blue, and say, right, that is how we want to fight crime.
But let me don't forget, Fitzgerald Hines bought wooden ladders to the fire service.
Yeah.
So,
1.4 million. $1.4 million worth.
Wooden
ladders. Yeah, wooden ladders.
Anyhow, caller, we gotta get to the 11 o'clock news. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah. We come back to the phone lines and the third hour, people. But yes,
that big chupid man.
A collapsible. Could you all please tell the lowers and the walkers of the world that a collapsible container is considered a mobile unit because it can be broken down, put on a truck, and carried away to another location where you could put it back up again. That is why it's referred to as a mobile unit. And could somebody please inform Dum Dum Dinogbrigger as well as the chairman of the Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation that nobody is putting a building over a gas line. The gas line has been inactive. NGC has already put that out. It is an inactive gas line. And it is a gas line, and all of these concerns is over a mobile unit sitting there at the Etihad ground for security purposes. I mean, you cannot get...
Which comes first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken or the egg.
The pipe or the playground? The pipe or the playground?
You know what he said? You know what he said? Imagine they come to say, right? They come to say, hold on, let me get Stanley deep voice in on this. Maybe you'll go realize how
serious this thing is.
A collapsible container is a container that collapses.
That collapses. That's right.
Right.
To be accurate.
Course.
Right.
But more importantly, Simon and Oberger said, imagine this could be a national disaster that will happen because they put in a police post basically over a children play park. That on top of a
NGC line,
gas line. So we are asking the question, which came first, the gas line or the children play park? And either way, right?
We can't tell the difference.
If the gas line was there first, who in the Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation gave
authorized a play park?
Put a children play park over the gas line.
Right.
And if the play park was there first, and NGC came and said we need to put a gas line, who gave permission and said, yeah, run it straight under that children's play park? Right? Because it have nothing to worry about there. But the police post is, oh my God.
Which is minuscule.
There is a gas line. It have a gas line, people. It could go boom. It could go boom.
And NGC said 3 days ago
but I'm asking something.
that the line is defunct.
It defunct. But more importantly, is the gas line running east to west or north to south? Do we know?
I have no idea.
Does it even matter?
I don't know where the paper. I don't know where the play park, but where the unit is.
Because if it running...
Well, it had to be, because the play park in front, right? As you cross the lights, on the left, the play park is right there, right?
As you cross the lights?
As you cross the lights.
So the play park close to the intersection?
Yeah, well,
so
kind of, yeah.
In the park so the children safe, so the children play close to the corner?
It out in the front, it's about about 100. No, it's about
How far is this from
about
the
50
pavement?
feet. About 50 feet.
From the pavement?
Yeah.
So
About
your
that.
children could be playing there and run out in the road?
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
Oh, no, let me get to the news.
Why not,
I
why?
don't even. Let me just get to the news and start there, Augustus. Let me see if we can find out something new today. I mean, that's why they call it the news, right?
Yeah,
So here we go. Lord of mercy.
You're going to have more news at 9 tomorrow.
Lord. Oh, yes. Is 9 o'clock you coming in for?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So Arnold Roberts will be in at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's some news for you. Bali say house. But ain't looking too good, eh? There we go.
Good.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
bit of David Rudder there, man. It's Thursday, you know.
Yeah, man.
A little high mass, boy. Oh, God, you gotta say amen.
You know, I never liked that tune when it came out because of that amen, but never liked that tune.
You never like that tune, man?
Never. It's a nice tune. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I never like the you see the mixing of the
never
the religious part inside of the calypso. I really don't.
But I don't mind that.
If you're on one side, you're on one side. They can't be both.
Yeah, but I don't mind that because it has gospel lips, so.
Well,
it has gospel
yeah.
lips, so and gospel soca and thing.
Well, yeah.
My thing with it is I would have never played like I remember playing Juve a morning. Well, I play Juve almost every year.
Yeah.
But I hear we playing Juve, but the Truckman start the session, the Truckman start that to get people.
Yeah, moving,
right?
yeah.
And I don't agree with playing it there. Juve morning is a dirty morning, is a kind of carnival start is a whole.
Well, that's why I didn't agree with it because you can't find an
yeah.
appropriateness of the tune.
Of the tune.
Or when to play it kind of thing.
Yeah, look. He walk in the right time.
Yeah, kind of.
Nah, we ain't bad talking. What we want to find out?
Nah, but I find you wearing black plenty these days. I'm watching you.
Yeah,
I'm watching you. Black does make it look slimmer.
Let me tell you something. You gotta trim it down somehow. You
Somehow you gotta get on the pungs.
You gotta use all.
You gotta get my visuals first.
All at your disposal. All.
Before they ask me anything,
I
have a concert coming up, right?
Yeah. Right.
And I want some sponsorship. If you can take the sponsor, anything like that.
Well, you're talking to the right man.
No, I'm saying.
Who's that?
That's it.
But it ain't me.
It can't be you. Exactly.
Anybody can wear a jersey.
Man, come on. A little lightning bolt here and there. The party ain't go hurt nobody.
But what? Everybody wearing black today. We're gonna you wearing black, he wearing black,
well,
I wearing black.
I always in black. I just wear black most days.
Yeah, I too. I don't know.
I have accepted the fact that I'm fighting a losing battle. Right? I have accepted that fact.
I put out my jersey and I take it off. I put out my jersey. I said that way. This is make it look too big.
You see the mark, you see the circle. You understand? But what we was not talking about there as you're walking now. Welcome to RKG, of course. Well, you know you're accustomed joining us. I just play High Mass, David Rudder.
Big song, boy.
Big song. Well, X said he never really liked the religious aspect of things like a prayer like that, or you know, in the carnival, in that tune, and the reason why, mass night,
and the reason why is you cannot find appropriateness for that tune, where to put it, kind of thing.
All right, so here my take on that, right? What carnival was back when that song came out is not what it is today. Understand what I'm saying from the even from the
vulgarity. You had vulgarity. The vulgarness was always there.
Yeah,
you find
I don't find you could put. I don't find you could. If you're down a line, if you're down a line, stay down that line.
Yeah.
Don't deviate. You come like a.
You can be lukewarm.
You come like a gay man trying to pick up women and men kind of thing. Don't do me that. Yeah, what I was saying, but don't do me that. I don't like that neither. I don't like that neither. Pick a side and stay on it.
Vulgarity was always. I remember when I used to go by Chinese laundry.
Yeah, and collect cassette, yeah.
Right. No, for carnival. For
carnival.
But
the oval, in front of the oval,
right,
yeah.
oval. And I remember, I go in the...
Wait a more watercolors?
Behind the oval.
Carnival.
There's a Carnival Monday. There's a Carnival Monday. Carnival Monday.
You didn't used to go... You never go...
Chinese laundry is a mount up a truck behind the oval back there.
Yes.
Monday night mass.
Right on Tragate Road.
Yeah.
They used to... Right, so the music and the jam used to start right there.
Yeah.
Right.
I was about 11 or 12 years old. And I used to be out there on Monday night mass and things. Remember, I tell you, I grew up with older fellas.
So you wouldn't remember short pants?
When he sing short pants? Yeah, I remember when he sing short pants.
But that's around that time.
Back then,
but that was around that time.
Yeah. Right? So I remember going there them years, right? Yeah. I remember at the age of about 12 or so, we in the Juve.
Right.
So young you Juve?
Yes, well, I used to like bigger fellas, so... No, well, back then was a different timing too.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have all that violence and thing in the
thing.
So while I was about 12, 13 years old, the fellas and them that I rolling with was 17 and 16 and 18 and that kind of thing now. But I was like the little baby in the bunch. But my father used to give me permission, you understand? Just say, well, go out, you know, I mean. So I out there and things, so them, I say, I with them football and them.
You taking anything for the worms?
So anything, eh?
You was taking anything for the worms?
No, I probably, I don't know, probably.
But anyway, and I remember, never telling the vulgarity was always there because I could remember the vulgar aspect of carnival, like them girl and them used to go on bad from since back then.
Well, that's why I don't like that.
I remember
for that.
And
we
then
can't
it's
find
alcohol, it's
appropriateness.
plenty alcohol drinking and thing. Them days you had to buy your drinks, eh? It's just
a kind of looseness and
what
a
you
kind
want?
of.
For me to answer all of that question, I love this song, but because this was never asked of me, I would have to listen to that song and dissect it. Yeah.
Okay, so you never really look at it. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that Juve morning, boy. I see that. Oh, God, boy. First time I really see that kind of vulgarity too, eh? Right? Because I 12, 13 years old, you know? And, boy, a man jamming out that thing down on the ground there, boy, on the pavement, boy. Jamming it out and she taking the jam and thing. Real vulgar thing, you know?
Yeah, but every story about I think the European woman.
Yeah, but 2 weeks later.
You can't
But 2
mix
weeks.
it to one.
But 2 weeks later, the man jamming out thing, the man real down the ground jamming and thing. And family taking the wine, man, and thing and jamming. 2 weeks later, boy, I see the man by the corner of courts, boy. Sleeping on a cardboard box, you know.
But I serious thing is still going on here.
Hey.
Let's see if it's one time.
Hey, but talking about that.
But you must smell it.
Are you talking about that? Let me get back to that conversation with that Grenadier talk. I want to hear your view on that.
You must smell it, man. If that vagrant jamming you must smell that.
Everybody smell that kind of way in Juve.
Yeah.
And then it might have vegan, might not smell so bad. They might go and clean up before.
Yeah, you'll
Might
get
take a sea bath.
take a sea bath.
There's no Juve coming here. There's no Juve coming up.
But I want to hear your conversation on why Grenada is this big artist from Grenada is this big thing in the carnival. Since when?
Here what I think going on, eh? I think Grenadans are very patriotic when it comes to the soca. And I've been watching the comments online where, and I find, honestly, I have friends in Grenada. I've been to Grenada before, but I find people getting very boastful in the sense of we are the Mecca. Trinidad and Tobago, we are the Mecca of Carnival, right?
We are the most unique carnival in
exactly.
the whole world.
But now their carnival is growing. But, I'm not talking about everybody. This is not a general statement. There are people online becoming very boastful, like, saying things like...
Okay. All right, let me explain it, because I've been in that carnival. I covered that carnival for years. I went there with Mr. Monroe back in 2018 when they were honoring him. So they honored him for Soca Monarch. Right? So when they were going on that carnival, when I was over there, I wasn't impressed at all, right? And I wasn't impressed because the carnival itself, the Juve morning, the Juve different to Trinidad Juve.
The carnival not like ours. Nowhere close like
their
ours.
Juve is very, very different.
They have a unique spin.
Yes, the Juve.
They have a unique spin.
Yeah, the Juve is
and
very...
And they celebrate carnival with oil.
Yes.
Oil is their premier uniqueness about the carnival. But I want to know about the artists.
But I can tell you somebody artist. I can tell you somebody artist, right? So I just giving you the whole ball by ball here. So Grenada, Juve, and the carnival has grown over the years. It has grown over the years because of several different factors. As a matter of fact, carnivals all over the Caribbean has been growing because of several different factors. Number one, first and foremost, affordability.
Right. Yes,
it is
I agree.
way more affordable to play mass in Grenada, Antigua,
than
Barbados, or anywhere else in the Caribbean than Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
I want to tell you affordability. We're talking from airfare, hotel accommodations, price of the costume and the package and everything is chalk and cheese the way you had to pay for to come Trinidad. Chalk and cheese. So if you are living outside of Trinidad and Tobago, which we just usually get tied up with. We just feel people who living outside, they have US dollars or pounds or whatever, so they have money. But they don't work so.
Our cost of living over the years has bridged the gap. It's not a case where it run away.
What?
We're not that far off from them.
What?
We're not that far off from them. Name how we far off from them.
From a commercial aspect of it, you know.
You could get
You could get a full package of costume in any one of them carnival for 300 US.
Yeah.
Well, you getting about a Juve costume for about that, yeah?
No, I'm talking about carnival
Carnival.
Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, you talking about carnival Monday and Tuesday though.
But them carnival is no big carnival or nothing.
Go by spirit.
But them carnival is nothing. Them carnival is nothing.
It's growing.
No, but we can't take it for granted.
It's growing, but hey,
X.
You can't economies of scale. I keep
It
talking
is
about
growing.
that. It is growing, but it's not that.
The next thing too, alcohol is way cheaper up the islands and
Where alcohol more cheaper? Where?
Alcohol more expensive here.
We had a little more all they're talking about like it's this big expense. It's about the same thing.
I had to side with Stephan here. Actually, it was good on.
A bottle of vodka
Yeah,
outside?
For my financial.
What's the difference? What's the difference in price?
No,
it's
it's
about
a big
$100 for the
difference.
most.
It's a big difference.
Hey, I used to pay for Don Julio.
Yeah, but
well, Don Julio didn't come out yet, but it was Casamigos, Hennessy, Johnny Walker, wherever. I used to pay small money for that in US,
Yes,
right?
but X.
For the carnival, right? Now you go across to buy a bottle of champagne or a bottle of Casamigos out foreign. It comparable to Trinidad or more.
X.
Back in the day, wasn't that kind of...
X.
We used to buy bottles of champagne long time for small money.
X.
Now you paying 70 and 80 US for a bottle of champagne.
X.
What you talking about?
X. The biggest, the one of the biggest fetes in Antigua is the fete I just go to cover. That is the 268 breakfast fete. That fete is all inclusive. It starts 6 a.m. in the morning. It will finish till 8 p.m. in the night.
Right.
You do not run out of food. You don't run out of alcohol. I'm talking from Moet or champagne. Everything comes straight on the road. You know the price of that ticket?
We price of that ticket?
Take a guess.
100.
150 US. Now, you take that. Calculate that. 150 US by 7. That's a little over $1,000 TT.
Right.
And I'm telling you, that is probably on par based on all the different types. I talking about real food, eh? I talking about food till the grounds that has had to use for that. Right? The grounds that is used for that, bigger than CIC grounds.
Well, it had parties like that in the US too.
But hold on, I'm just saying, I'm getting the magnitude. It's about 15,000 people in the fete. Understand what I'm telling you? 150 US. Food and drink from 6 a.m. Hold on, hear the hours. 6 a.m. in the morning to 8 p.m. in the night.
Yeah, but them thing is relative. Them thing is relative.
No, hold on. We just have fete. We fete will start. Our inclusive might start 6 o'clock in the evening and finish about 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning, right? They just have our time frame to lock off. So we're looking at 6 to 8 hours, right? For all inclusive. I just tell you well over 12 hours. And food and drink ain't done. We talking from KFC chicken to
but most of the time it's become a conglomerate of promoters that's through them kind of fete anyhow.
I'm telling you.
It doesn't be one man throwing them fete.
Yes.
It are one man that throw the biggest fete in foreign in Aganis.
It's one man throwing that fete.
Well, yeah, but that's small thing, man.
It's Dr. Show up.
Yeah, but I want to deal with this one here and the artist.
Hold on, I gain you all of that. But what I'm telling you is that those carnivals have been growing exponentially throughout the islands because it is more affordable to go there than to come to Trinidad and Tobago.
But Trinidad and Tobago is very unique.
No. Next thing now. Let me get to the artists now. You know who's Boise?
No.
I know Boise. I was there when he won.
You know Boise?
No, I mean, I was there when he back in 2012 when he won Suka Monarch that year.
Right.
For that song called Trouble.
Boise, right, is like the Bungie Gallon of Grenada.
Yeah.
Right? But you never hear about him, right?
Yeah.
You know who's Fireman Hooper?
Yeah.
Fireman Hooper is the mash-up man in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yeah, I know he.
Right?
He never get big in Trinidad.
He never get big in Trinidad, but he and Skinny Fabulous was always back and forth warring.
Soca Monarch,
right? And Soca Monarch and that kind of thing, right? Soca Monarch. Let me tell you now, you know why you can say them thing about them artists? Soca Monarch that we do not have again.
I know where you're going. I know you agree.
is the pinnacle of the carnival season in every single one of them islands.
Island and them. Grenada.
They've gotten from here.
Right. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is what I'm telling you. Soca Monarch in Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
When you win Soca Monarch in Trinidad long time, when it was around, before, when Monroe had it then, when Soca Monarch was Soca Monarch.
Right.
When you win Soca Monarch, your career take off, you know.
Yeah, sing
Right.
Revolution next year now.
No, but hold on.
Sing
your
Revolution next
but
year.
God, wait now. Your career and your name it out there because you win Soca Monarch. That is a fact. That is a fact. When you go out to Miami and you go out to the other parts of the world, you are Soca, you win the international Soca Monarch, you know. It's respect and manners and your price going up, you know.
Well,
Come now, man,
again, that's relative too.
No, that is facts.
That's relative too.
Again, your facts here. So we are no Soca Monarch again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. All these other islands that had the Soca Monarch, it ram out. It ram out with people.
Yeah, boy, yeah. You see, watch now.
That's why them artists and them making the name.
Yeah.
Because they're dominating that Soca Monarch stage is very important to the career. If Grenada didn't have a Soca Monarch, you might have never hear who's Snaky.
Yeah, never.
You understand what I'm telling you?
Never.
Don't mind the real man is the real entertainer out of Grenada is Mr. Killer, but nevertheless.
Killer, and this boy is an ambassador to Talpri. Killer and them is like veteran in Grenada.
Yes.
Boise,
them is vets.
Terra D or Terra D Dread, whatever they just call them. These fellas are the new wave
Well,
artists.
every year we just go through our cycle. We had Bajan and you was part of Bajan and
I
Vision.
was around for that. I was younger.
You understand? You understand our concept?
Yes, but this
right,
is a different.
Way difference.
This is a different monster we dealing with.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. I don't agree with all of that. I don't agree with all of that.
I know why that
I
you're
do agree
talking
with all of
about
that.
there with Grenadians getting cocky and saying the carnival better than Trinidad carnival.
Yeah, them go talk that rubbish talk.
No,
But
that going on for years.
Yeah.
There is always when they're in the heights of the carnival,
get beside
and they're in the vibes, they just get in love with themselves.
Yeah.
And then they just realize when they come to Trinidad, wait, hold on, wait.
this was the same thing about 20 years ago with Bajan Invasion. The same crossfire, the same all them banning them from Bajan that thought that was the best too.
But I go tell you
that was 20
something,
years ago.
I'm
Right now,
I'm going to say something here.
Yes,
I'm going to say something here that really and truly, this is how I feel, right? From a musical aspect of it. Now, use a man into music long time too. Use a man into music. Here what I go and say. You need it from a DJ aspect, you need it from a promoter and a man for who are the ear for music. Here what I think, I should say, boy, because soft, and here the word I use in soft, we were a country, when it comes to power soca monarch, we were dominating. When they hear power soca monarch, power music, we were dominating. There was an era where the music gets soft, like R&B. I'll give you an example. When Kevin Little came out and Ruby came out with Tempted to Touch and Kevin Little got signed. The year after that, a lot of soca artists went to that 110 BPM and slowed down the music. A lot of groovy songs came out that year. Whereas all the other islanders and them, they've been doing that power soca, they've been doing music for the road. So if you realize a carnival now, we do have plenty power soca like the years before. In Grenada, I can tell them, because you've been there too. In Grenada, bro, if you have groovy for carnival here, if you have 2 groovy songs here, plenty. The BPM is from 140 to 160 right up. It's pace. So I'm saying this to say that we have to be very mindful from a creative aspect not to lose that essence of the soca.
We don't have an industry, and that's the problem.
Well,
Nobody leaves the house to go and do.
Correct.
But here's the thing.
No,
I agree.
no.
I agree.
Here's the thing too. You have to remember, production-wise, from a production standpoint, it have no other way in the world you could get that job finished like
Grenada, yeah.
You can't. It have nowhere in the world
And
you could go
and step up on the production
by
too,
any producer.
They step up on the production.
By any producer and get that job song. You see that job song that finish?
Yeah,
You
but it's the
can't
same.
get
But it's the
Grenada
same.
alone at that.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's
Hold
the
on.
same producers and them.
Hold on.
Growing up from Red Boys come straight back down.
St. Vincent,
All
I'm
them-
not coming to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, for a while now, right? The production
was he could tell you, I sure plenty St. Vincent, plenty artists go to St. Vincent for production. Plenty Trinidad
Yeah, but
artists.
it's Calypso is 4 bars. That's what it is. Regardless of wherever it is, it's 4 bars.
Let me get a joke, right? I was in our rhythm this year with Benja himself, right? I came here and I released it. Daddy and Benja had a truck song on with him. Let me tell you something. We cannot take the other islanders for being soft anyway. The production, let me tell you something. I want to tell you, if you listen to this, I'm not going to call no names here, but there's a, was he producer name I work with, boy? I will remember this now. It's a producer from, it's Turks and Caicos, one of them islands and them. If you listen to the production X, from them fellas and them, and plenty of stuff that's coming out of here.
Yeah, but just now Suno gonna take over, so all that sort of talk, all they talking there.
Nah, but here, we're going to
all they talking about Suno gonna take over. Well, it could be Suno now. No. It might be something else next year.
No, but here we're going on. Here what's happening now. You are getting flagged. So now, where a man can figure, well, here we're going on, I could go and do a whole Suno song and release it.
A man don't have to do a whole Suno song.
Well, this is about it. Men implement. If you implement one or two instruments, you might get away. But you can't do no whole thing.
They can't do no whole thing. Yes, but the world of technology is improving every year.
Yeah, well.
Come now, man. All they moving like you fall. They don't understand how the wide up thing does look. Come now, man. We have all them producers of the Caribbean, all of the Caribbean. We have producers that artists right here going to.
Yeah.
Red Boys is one of them.
Yes, Red Boys very.
Yes, but I'm telling you, Red Boys. Listen, I don't know what it is with Red Boys and Farmer Nappy, but there's some kind of connection.
Yeah.
Because Red Boys is produced for real artists, but I don't know, boy. Farmer does.
He's got the edge. He's got the edge. He's got the edge. And he don't write his own tune.
You understand what I'm saying?
And he don't write.
But Grenada, you see that? You see, especially this year going here, Grenada artists mash up all over. They come and they mash up with fits.
Yeah, but I am not over enthused by that. I'm not over enthused by that.
You see that jab
I am not over enthused by that.
Why?
Right? Give me the grease the other day. That was one.
If I sing that around me,
that was one.
I get toilet people.
Yeah, but I tell you about you.
Give me the grease.
After seeing you in Antigua, I will never hire you enough it.
Why?
Can't perform.
You have no stage presence.
The man can't perform.
The backpack and already.
It's a very. This is the next thing too.
All these fellas and them singing for the longest while.
But the next thing to stage performance wise.
We name
them Grenada artists and ready.
Moto name.
Moto from
Moto is another one.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. It have artists that just make the name wherever. But after that. The music evolving, you know.
Yeah.
The music evolving to a different space. And Suno and AI, in fact, is making it involved. Because
but look, let me say, every island had their own song.
Well, I would say that. Grenada has its own song.
Everybody had their own touch.
But the same 4 bars.
It have plenty. Yeah, but they had their own little vibe state. You see, like that bouillon music.
Yes, you see that picking up too.
You don't want
picking up too.
You don't want to see. Now that bouillon around long time, you know. That bouillon around since 1970s.
Yeah, my problem, right? I want to say something. I'm going to finish.
Because the music is evolving. That's what I'm saying.
But here what I'm saying, right? Here my problem with bouillon or I find I hear nothing from Dominica and all they're saying is not soca. But how it cannot be soca? Obviously, it would have been influenced by soca.
Right.
You understand?
Is 4 bars.
Marshall gave the issue on that.
It can fit into any.
But Marshall talk the issue on that. The bouillon. Marshall give a. He had give a. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but he said that a long time. He said that bouillon there since 1970s.
Yep. And the music evolving, so that's why it's taking precedence now. And it's reaching faster now too. That's it exists you. And things like Afrobeats. Afrobeats has its place because they had the numbers.
Yeah, but Afrobeats, I know we try to kind of piggyback on that vibration for a little while.
Marshall tried to piggyback.
Yeah, boy try a thing now. You
but generally,
but nevertheless,
Afrobeats have its place because of the people. It's because of the amount of people that there are.
The ratio different.
It comes down to numbers. Even the Grammy talk, we talking for the long. We don't have the bloody numbers to compete in that.
We looking at a 1 point maybe 1.6 or 7
Well,
million.
they trying to discourage me. Oh.
No, it's not matter that. It's a matter. You had to come up with some. You had to come up with something good.
We only looking at about a 2 million.
George tell me something about 20 years ago. George tell me, he say, "Oh, going on." He say a big tune is a big tune. You know, he's talking.
Yeah.
A big tune is a big tune, and nobody can fight it. You know. And it's facts. You know.
Yes.
When you watch a big tune, you could be who. So long as your
Nah,
tune
big tune,
big,
big tune. Yeah.
so long as your tune big, nobody can stop it.
I've always said that as a DJ.
All the mafia and the this one and the that one, nobody can stop it.
I remember telling a younger DJ at a time, I say, always remember a hit is a hit. If it was a hit in 1982,
it will always be a hit.
It will always be a hit.
Yeah.
People will know it. Look, we watching the Miami, is
Hey,
Miami Vice.
We carry this conversation too long. Let me go to the phone line. Let me go to the phone line.
But we had to take a break first. But it was Miami Vice. The fet with the little fight that was circulating.
No, Miami Beach.
Miami Beach.
Yeah, Miami
right,
Beach.
Miami Vice. That was the TV show. Right, at first old. And the music that was playing was Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun.
Yeah.
Right.
That is a hit. It will always be a hit.
Yeah,
You could play that 10 years from now,
yeah,
it still be a hit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A hit is always a hit. And always remember that. So when you go in a party, young DJs, and you watch a crowd, a hit is a
Right,
hit.
yeah.
Trust me. Alright, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll open the phone line, come to the phone lines, right? Or we'll hold some stream. We come back after this.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM.
Somebody go touch it for you. Somebody go touch it. touch it for you. Touch it for you. You could hold she goes if you want to. She go give it to who she want to. You could buy her drinks if you want to. She go give it to who she want to. My youth, you don't hold it. She give you a touch of the thing, you feel is the king. Now you walk by sharing, and just as you buy sharing, you feel like you control the thing. So when the next man intervenes, you want to vex like you're getting mad. Now another man creeping up in the yard, you are running down like a dog. No girl, no, 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 no. No girl, no, 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 no. Some boy gonna lose their girl tonight. Somebody go touch it for you. Somebody go touch it. Some boy gonna lose their girl tonight. Somebody go touch it for you. Touch it for you. You could hold she goes if you want to. She go give it to who she want to.
Blacks, boy.
If you want.
You could buy she drinks if you want to.
You hold Dexter,
She
boy.
could give it to who she want to. Nah, Carnival is Miss Blacks, boy. Carnival is Miss Blacks. I ain't lying. I miss him. I miss him.
Yeah, he's a real icon that will be missed, you know what I mean, because of his style. His style was just different from everybody
Blacks had a
else,
different, he had a different voice, a different,
Voice,
a different song, boy, a different everything, boy. Blacks was.
What I like about Blacks, how he used to talk. He was very passionate about the culture. Nah.
Yeah.
That he was very, very passionate about
and the soca
music.
mafia.
Oh,
Of
God.
course, don't forget.
he
used to be very vocal on
Yeah,
the soca
very
mafia.
vocal, exactly.
He was very, very vocal on the soca
No,
mafia.
but he gave me stories already that the kind of fight that he got when he came in.
Put in a deep freeze and pour a big
Yeah.
padlock.
Yeah, he said he
With
kind
the soca deep freeze. Pour a big padlock and the soca deep freeze.
Let's take a couple here before we
Look at that.
Morning.
Yeah, morning. Yeah, listen. Trinidad Soca Monarch was the pinnacle. That was the yardstick. When you want to know how good you is, try and get into Soca Monarch. And hear what? The simplest man who enter in prelims come from the highly small life from the community level. He used to have that's an added accolade to your name.
Yeah.
You know, it have King Kong, KC, and them kind of things. You had to him.
Yeah.
SMP, you know, to come on a participant center. Himself, make it to the top. Just being in Trinidad to come on to add prestige in it.
To your name, that's right. To your name, it was a prestige that come with it. When you're an artist and you win, how Soca Monarch used to run, right? If you win your Soca Monarch in wherever it has Soca Monarch in the world, right? You automatically qualify for the semi-final. That's why you get in the semi-final. And you come here in Trinidad and Tobago and perform and try to get into the final. So when you're an artist from outside and you get in the final, look at Biggie Irie.
Yeah.
Biggie Irie come.
I don't remember you said we were across by you, right?
Yeah, Irie come.
He had Peter Ram.
Right.
Peter Ram.
Biggie Irie come and win that year and shock everybody. Nobody was
big ladies. It's big ladies.
Big ladies and something.
Yeah,
There's a big something.
Anytime they come here,
Yeah.
them Baji, all of them,
Yeah,
used to come
boy.
by media and sit down there for hours.
Hours
used to come and sit down
Don't
there.
forget this man, boy. Skinny Bantam for her.
Who?
The monster Skinny Bantam.
Oh, Skinny Bantan. Yeah, Skinny Bantan. Well, yeah, Skinny Bantan. But Yen.
Cook it good, boy.
Peter Wiggins is the real name.
Well, all right, man.
I see real name. Peter Ram.
Peter
Ram.
His
Peter
real
Ram
name
is
is
the next big one was
his
out of
name
Barbados.
was Peter Wiggins.
But you know Peter Ram.
Rupee come and take the place by storm too.
Yeah, but you know Peter Ram, right, was not a soca artist. You know he was a dancehall artist.
Yeah, you're a dancer.
Yeah, he was a,
Plenty of them
Look like
Skinny was more into
Kevin
dancehall.
Little. His Iowa career in New York. His Iowa used to manage him on a weekend sometimes
But
when
he
he
living
manager
off that one tune, boy.
Yeah, boy, that man
Yeah.
still touring, you know.
The man living off
That
that
man
one
all
tune,
in
you know.
Dubai.
He formed a label called Tarakan Records. I was trying to bring out some of that thing, but nothing really.
Nothing
going.
in materialized.
And the first day I heard that, I heard that tune first time in called as a LAN in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But Virgin playing it on repeat in the car.
Yeah.
Get a SL5. I dropped up. We used to be moving in that in Brooklyn, and that tune play over and over and over, and it just remain over and over. Funny enough.
You see? And do you know that song is not the original song?
Whether
Turn Me On?
Nah, me know about that.
No, but I'm telling you, Turn Me On is not an original song.
Turn Me On was not original
No,
song?
you know getting money off of Turn Me On? Bad Boy, Puff Daddy. Turn Me On, the original song was a 112 song that Kevin Little took off an album that 112 had that wasn't popular and made it popular.
Well,
Do your research. No,
do my research.
I am telling you.
I will do my research.
I'm telling you.
Hold on.
But Ahsoka
You
is
trying
Ahsoka.
to
Yes,
tell
it
me.
was not an original song.
You trying to tell me did he baby oil that too?
I want to know about that part.
Are you trying to tell me?
Right.
Did he baby oil the way into that to me?
Lotion me, lotion me. Lotion me, guys.
Gemini, who were the original singers of Kevin Little's song "Turn Me On"?
He asking Gemini now.
Alright,
Lord the
well,
Father.
we go hear what Gemini said.
Yeah, that's what Walker and Lower had to do. Just ask Gemini if it's a mobile unit. That's what I tell you.
All right, read that there. Read that. Watch.
That's all. Yeah.
Watch it.
Turn Me On is performed by Kevin Little, who co-wrote the track alongside Rayon Primus and
That
producer
is
Adrian Bailey.
Mad Sat.
Right, the song famously interpolates the melody of All My Love by the R&B group 112, written by 112 members Darren Jones, Michael Keith, Quinn Parker, and Marvin Skandrick, along with songwriters Arnold Hennings and Cousins, which is his writers are also officially credited. Alright, so it was an old 112.
It was an old 112 song. It was a song. Here we're going with that song. That song was a song. When I get the story, that song was a song that's on the album. You know, sometimes artists will release songs on the album, but not all will get big.
Yeah,
so it was an unpopular song on the album. Kevin Little went in his studio with the producer, and they were just. I think he was working in the airport at the time. I think he was a ramp attendant or something in the airport. I can't remember.
And the man soca rice, he take
Who's
on
that?
the money,
Kevin Little.
No, he was what do you call it? He was a TSA agent.
All right.
Okay, a TSA
Right.
agent.
Right, and then the man sang over the song.
I said a dressy and thing. I thought that day we going cruising for a party. The boy come out, man. He, blowing in front by he come out in an orange turtleneck, a green pants and and some other shoes.
Yeah.
Orange and green, boy.
I tell him, I say, hey, people don't wear turtleneck in Trinidad, boy. When the hell going on with you?
Orange and green.
I telling you, the man come out like a real small islander, like a real country bookie. And everywhere you see a girl, he down in the ears. You know, like a man went to that country where never see nice women on a regular. Boy, this man, like, he gets struck and gone off on that time. That'd be buffing the man right through, boy.
Take it on. To the woman.
That same Kevin Little, only talking about it. That same international star.
Yeah.
Boy, you know.
But you know what's big too, boy? Rupee, boy. Rupee was like Michael Jackson.
Rupee my boy. That was my
was like
boy.
Michael.
Rupee run the route here for a while.
Waiting crash them. Two of them sign a contract that had to make 12 albums.
12 albums?
Atlantic Records.
They will crash them.
Yeah.
Serious?
Them sign a bad contract. They will make them crash out too.
Well, there's plenty artists crash through that, bad contract. Yeah, plenty artists crash through that.
Go and sign a thing for bad contracts kind of thing.
Now, but Rupee had relics, boy.
Yeah, he had
relics, boy. Real
I remember in PSA.
Ice cream.
Where's call it? Yeah, that was the first tune he sang.
I mean, nigga, so
that was
sweet like ice
that tune.
Chocolate chips.
He get that tune, and he was playing in PSA, and he come on early in the afternoon. I was 6. You know when it has so much artists on PSA stage now.
Yeah.
That they just come on early during like 5, 6 o'clock. Yeah, brass festival thing.
Yeah.
It used to have like artists coming on early now with their bands now. And Coalition, he was singing with Coalition them days.
Yeah, you know it's true, boy.
And he's singing ice cream. He come on and he's singing to nobody. And he come, you may see him jumping on stage singing to nobody. I never forget that.
Seem like something.
That's since PSA days.
Yeah, like long time you talking about it.
Yeah.
Ice cream, boy.
Yeah.
Cliff Harris. Is Cliff used to do brass festival, eh?
He tell
Cliff Harris, yeah.
He tell a day we like maybe having lunch wherever in Brooklyn, wherever. And he telling me, no. Somebody come out and want to hear his music or some Kevin Little I wanted to hear his music but he didn't have the flash drive on him because them days is flash drive now coming in now.
Right.
So he have a flash drive with his music on it or you have a CD with the music and Rupi say, man, you got married to your music, man. You got to marry to your music. You must always have your music with you, man.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a serious thing. That's a serious thing.
Never forget Rupi with them thing and them.
Rupi had blame it.
Them days Miami Carnival was hard because everybody on Collins Avenue.
Yeah.
Collins Avenue is the main street where everybody used to stay because it have hotels on both sides of the roads for 200 blocks going on one straight stretch. 200 blocks of Miami Beach, and the lineman spot was in Wet Willies and thing down by Versace House there. Down by where Versace houses be, right? It used to have clubs and thing there all along the stretch there, and then it used to have clubs on the other side, which is Washington Avenue. So we used to throw Mad Hatters, Glow, all them parties and we used to throw down there.
Right.
We used to hire people like we name like Rupi and Kevin Little. When he now come out, he get in a gig day, them kind of thing. So them was the days. But now every party now is a 1.5 away. Every party that 1.5 from where everybody else normally says. So that's why people start taking an Airbnb. It was closer to the feds. Because the fences be centralized in some areas, some in the zoo, some in the bicentennial. No, bicentennial. What you name of that park, boy? Okay, but the one out on the highway there, where there's how they whole leave Juve and all them thing and people start to do things differently. No, but I had some good days when them
back in your days, right?
Yeah.
Where you started? I know it had the licensing fair. It had the
wait. In Miami?
No, in Trinidad, people used to fed like real plenty. Like
it had hard fet. You see, like where Bungie had to revive it, which is doing well, which is hard fet. Fet used to be like that. When you're jumping, the fet is 130 BPM and
you never went to fet. You never went to fet in the 90s.
I sing in fet in the 2000s, but I never been to a fet in the 90s.
Oh my goodness, my
trust
brother.
me, buddy. Trust me, a different flavor.
Fet now is joke.
Different flavor.
I been to Wassa. I get it. Here I get.
Fet now is twa.
I get it 2 years after before the lock off. Before Brass Festival, lock off. Before Wassa. But we went to one Wassa.
That Wassa Fet. That Fire Fet. That Nestle Fet. That Nestle Fet. Fire Fet. Licensing. It had Wassa Fet.
Yeah.
Had almost everybody had a fet long time. It had metal canners. Canners had a fet. It had fet all over this country, and it was a vest and a short pants kind of flavor.
Because you know you're Colombia back.
You know what I mean? And a Converse on your foot. And a Converse on your foot and them kind of thing. That was the kind of vibes. And you chomp it up to about half. Not a whole bottle, you chop it up to about half, a flask.
They used to put the flask down in my pants.
Or you get a pigskin pouch. You have a pigskin pouch around it, a little brown. You ever see them?
Yes, the pigskin boy.
Pigskin pouch.
Yes.
You was people like Tico Skinner and they in Barata Savannah party from sun up to sundown.
Yeah, they fed.
Real fed.
But listen.
So when you leave home, you come back with 3-4 days then?
When Bungie...
I used to come home.
Listen, when Bungie say fet is fet.
Yeah.
Is license fet,
Fire fet, yeah.
Right. When he sing that, right? That is no joke, you know.
I see her sing.
Fet was different, you know.
And they're going to fet every night somewhere. And brand new lunch used to be free. And then
you ain't paying to go back way.
No, you're paying. You was paying back then, but it used to be free.
Yeah.
And then it morphed into the pay thing.
Yeah.
But it was still a fet, a hard fet kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now it's a all inclusive.
Let me ask you the next question now. Where did the all inclusive start?
The all inclusive start.
What made the all inclusive?
After Panorama.
Who are the first all inclusive?
After Brass Festival, is when that started.
First all inclusive.
First all
inclusive.
Cancer Society, I think, down south. I think it was
first all inclusive.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
one of them uptown and them fet and them down south. What the foot are also all inclusive. And then it started coming tongue. And it didn't start in tongue, it started more in south.
Okay, we realize that is all it have all inclusive. Majority big events.
Well, it kind of come down to a kind of prestige kind of thing. A fan and a phone. A fan wrong here and a phone. And you're looking pretty.
I swear. Listen.
I think what Blood Bank or something, so boy. Oh, one of them was the first all-inclusive boy. And it started off as semi-all-inclusive too. It started off with tea plates.
Right.
Now you start to get food and wherever, but it started off with tea plates and that kind of stuff.
Nah, but
I think it was more in
RKG,
South.
Fet was different, boy. Fet was
Nah,
different.
I get the dregs. I'm not lying to tell you. I want to go. I get the dregs of brass. I get the dregs of.
Let me tell you.
You want to see a brass band on that truck?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I witnessed that maybe about once. With Ronnie and them. I think it was,
If you...
I think
Chandelier.
Nah, I wasn't
That'd be
for
Chandelier.
If
you
Blue
went-
Ventures.
Blue Ventures. I think it was one of them.
Yeah, well, one of them.
If you went...
I witnessed that
If
once.
you went... If you was around in that era, right? Right? Like, I know everybody does rate Marshall, right? Right? And I will rate him for being great.
Yeah.
But for me, right? From what I see and my
Ronnie's the
experience...
greatest.
Ronnie.
Nah, you're mad?
Ronnie's the greatest.
Nah.
Tell nobody better than Ronnie.
Super Blue?
Tell nobody better than Ronnie.
No. You
Have
can't put
nobody
Ronnie on
better
top of
than
Super
Ronnie.
Blue. You can't put Ronnie on top
Super
of
Blue was
Blue.
good. He was real good. But Ronnie,
Hold on,
Ronnie is a
hold on,
mashup
hold on.
fet.
Yeah, but... So
He's
what Super used to do?
He's a mashup fet. I'm not talking about mashup fet.
So
I
what
mean
Super used to
literally
do?
mashup fet. Eh?
So what Super Blue used to do?
Nah, he was alright. He was good. He was good. But nah. I get Ronnie in front of Blue.
Let me done the program here.
I get Ronnie in front of Blue. I say I give Ronnie in front of Blue.
You're mad or what?
Watch it. That's the only man they banned from several venues across Trinidad. That's the beginning. Because he's a comedian that thing and move the tent. And Haman picking up the tent and moving. When you're done,
Ronnie was,
5 of the tent up in front of the stage. You know?
I take nothing away from Ronnie McIntosh. It had two mashup men back then.
It was he and Blue.
Was he and Blue? Right?
I don't know how to put. I would put Ronnie a little edge of it. I'll give him a little
I have
edge.
it next way by an edge in terms of stage performance and pressure. Because I will never forget Skinner.
Because Ronnie had no stage performance.
I will never.
He had no stage performance.
Oh, Ronnie?
Ronnie
It's
had
just-
trench coat and a hat.
Yeah, that is it.
And he
It's
just is a
presence.
move the crowd.
It's the presence of the man. It's just the presence.
That's the
and
presence,
the way they
Red.
interact with the crowd.
The man is nothing like Blue, you know.
Blue?
He ain't climbing up on no scaffold and no.
Let me tell you,
Well, he would do
Ronnie
it
and
once
the
in a
power
while. but-
interaction.
Blue was. Listen, Blue is the only man I know could walk out on a stage. And you didn't self have to announce him. Blue just walk out on the stage and the whole place smash up. He ain't say nothing in the mic yet, you know.
He had real stage
Up to now,
presence. He had a real stage presence.
Blue just walk out on the stage.
Yeah,
and,
he did.
You ain't even get this. You ain't even get this.
Yeah, you get that. Yeah, you get
You ain't
that.
even get. You ain't even get that. You get nothing.
Well, let's see
Just-
this dust.
Blue just walk out on
Yeah,
the
he was
stage.
he was good like that. He was good
and
like
the
that.
whole place flattened.
Yeah. I see that. You know, I see that not in real, but on video in Skinner Park, boy.
Ronnie,
It's a one where we go this Big Mike bring him out. They hold him up. You know that them used to be the muscle men back in them days. And when Super touched that stage, brother.
yeah, he was different. Ooh,
Guys talking
But
about
I'm talking about parties itself. I'll give Ronnie it.
He mash up
Nah,
Skinner
Ronnie's a
Park with
boss,
that.
boy.
Ronnie-
Ronnie and Super is one of the greatest.
I literally see. You see them big wrong thing with how the palm planted it?
Yeah.
That man make people root out that out of the concrete and carry that up in front of the stage.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
And have people waving the palm. Waving the palm. And all kind of show down a control by cruise ship complex. All kind of.
We had to get to the news. The two of them in a class by themselves with stage performance. And I tell you, I never see Marshall mash up crowd.
Yeah, like how Blue.
Like either one of the two of them.
Yeah, either one of the two of them.
As much as he could, but I never see him do that. But anyhow, we out here, 12 o'clock news. Tomorrow, people, is Friday. Arnold Roberts will be here
First
from 9
all-inclusive
a.m.
fed, Nestle fed. They said Nestle fed
Nestle's.
is the first all-inclusive
I don't
fed.
know.
Easy calling.
But we out. Arnold Roberts will be on from 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Nestle,
Look
boy.
out for that. Later.
I know Nestle come in, but